The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farms, thestable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Findlay, Ohio, the Hancock County Fair. Ohio Colt Racing Association action. Matt Clark and Doug Ballinger bringing you the action today from Findlay. We'll be back here tomorrow evening with a 6 o'clock post. Today kicks it off, 2-year-old filly trotters, 2-year-old filly pacers, 3-year-old filly trotters, and 3-year-old filly pacers. It's Filly Day here today in Findlay. Hancock County Agricultural Society Signature Series Pace. As we mentioned, 13 races carded today, 11 tomorrow with a 6 o'clock post. They're racing as we speak at the Stark County Fair in Canton. Post time there was at 12 noon, 9 races there. If you care to switch back and forth between the broadcast. Tomorrow afternoon, Van Wert with 11 races at 12 noon post time. Back at the Stark County Fair in Canton tomorrow at noon. Then it's on to Burton. 10 races Friday at 4:30. 10 races at Burton. Canfield Saturday and Monday. 11 o'clock post each day at Canfield. We're getting now to the Labor Day weekend. Wauseon Saturday at 11:30. Tuesday at 6. Richwood, the Richwood Independent Fair, Sunday at 11. Monday at 1. Marietta, Sunday and Monday at 12 noon post time at Marietta. So that's your card, where the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be broadcasting through the Labor Day weekend. Here is Ratcliffe giving the changes in the background. We'll try to pick those up. Matt Clark doing a little technical work at this time, but before we do that, we'd like to thank our fine sponsors, Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Midland Acres, CoverLink Insurance, DAC Vitamin, Cool Wind Farms, and thestable.ca, along with the Little Brown Jug. Just some of our fine sponsors bringing you the action today. Other action coming up, the Ohio Select Sale will be on Friday the 15th at Circleville at 10 a.m. at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds. Ohio Super Night at Scioto Downs, a big night of racing. That's Saturday, September 9th, a week from Saturday. An early post time that evening at Scioto at 5. Early post time at Scioto Downs on Super Night at 5 o'clock, as they will host the Ohio Fair Championships, all for $400,000. The Charlie Hill Trot and the Jim Ewart Pace. And the undercard will be all the consolations for the Sire Stakes. So possibly 18 races with a 5 o'clock post. That's Saturday, September 9th. And the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association will be bringing you all of that action. Little Brown Jug Week coming up just about a month. September 17th through the 21st. Sunday the 17th through Thursday the 21st. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a 1 o'clock post. Wednesday and Thursday each day be a noon post. You can get tickets by going to DelawareCountyFair.com or 800-DEL-FAIR. 800-DEL-FAIR. Plenty of seats available yet. Box seats, $80, top of the stretch. Tent, $60 on Jugette Day, $100 Jug Day. The Pavilion Hill, the clubhouse area, $180 on Jugette Day, $265 Jug Day, or both days for $375. Drinks, buffet lunch, and TV monitors included in that package at Delaware. So if you've never been to Delaware, great place to go. September 17th to 21st, Jug Day the 21st, the 78th running of the Little Brown Jug, and Ohio Super Night, September 9th, a week from Saturday at 5 p.m. at the all-new Scioto Downs in Columbus. Opening soon will be Dayton Raceway when Scioto closes the 16th of this month. Dayton opens up the 26th on a Tuesday. Their format will go Tuesday through Saturday, 4 o'clock post each day. They go through December 30th. Their Super Night will be September 30th with a 4 o'clock post. They will host Ohio Fair in Montgomery County harness racing action on Sunday the 8th at 11 and 1. Be 2 cards that day. October 8th at 11 and 1 at Montgomery County Fair Racing at Hollywood Gaming in Dayton. Northfield Park still racing. They race 4 nights a week. They will go till the first of the year. So Ohio has a lot to offer. 125 days of county fair racing and roughly 450 days of pari-mutuel track racing. Getting set for the post parade, Ayers Ratcliffe, our announcer today. Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. John Wiest will be the starter. Becky Wepkenberg driving the gate. I believe Mike's at the sail today.
So here's a change on top of a change. Number 2, Uncle Pete's Dream is now John Newberry.
In the first race, Uncle Pete's Dream, the 2, John Newberry. John Newberry drives the 2, Uncle Pete's Dream in the first. We owe you a driver on the 1. Getting set for the post parade. The 1 looks as though it might be Alan Willems. Alan Willems to drive the 1, MJ's creation. Get a program by going to OhioHarnessRacing.com. That's OhioHarnessRacing.com. You can print a program off, pull it up on the computer. Always 2 hours before post time. Austin Hanner's in town today. Scioto not racing. I don't believe Scioto's today. I believe it's just Tuesday this week. Here's post parade for the first. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe.
Here are the horses on the track for the first race, 2-year-old Philly Trotters. First at $4,078. First division. This one's sponsored by Sunlight Windows. 1 is MJ's creation and driver change Alan Willows. 2, Uncle Pete's Dream, make that driver John Newberry. 3, Tips Like Honey, Austin Manners. 4, I'm Too Cute, Ed Reno Jr. 5, Tim Joyce, Roy Burns. 6 is a Flip Side Stone with Jeff Nightcomer in Sulky. Back to the field for the first race, Alan Willems on 1, John Newberry on 2.
The post parade there, I don't know if you could hear that That is what Matt is working on. The one is MJ's Creation, Alan Willems. The 2-year-old brown filly by Creatine. In 9 starts this year, has a second and a third, $4,300. The 2 Uncle Pete's Dream, John Newberry drives for Mike Paul Hamus. This the bay filly by Uncle Peter. 4 starts, has 2/3, $1,800 in the bank this year for the 2 Uncle Pete's Dream. 3 Hips Like Honey, Austin Hanners. This the bay filly by Full Count out of the Westgate Crown Mare. Zorig Heavenly, a winner 3 times in 8 starts. 3 seconds, a third, $23,000 this year. Coming off a win at Lima in 206. 4 I'm Too Cute, Ed Greeno Jr. for E.G. Trot. 2-year-old bay filly by Long Tom out of Explosive Matter Mare. Gwyneth Hanover. Winner once, 2 seconds, 2/3, $7,200. 4 back at Tiffin, a winner 207 and 1. The 4 I'm Too Cute. 5 is Kemp's Joyce, Roy Burns. Trains, drives, and owns in partnership with Melissa Burns. This the bay filly by Witt out of the Cadabra Mare. Mythical Kemp, 6 starts, 2/3, $2,200. 6 Flip 5 Stones, Jeff Nyasonger for Mark Winters. A winner twice in 7 outings, a second and a third place finish, $8,300, a winning time of 206 and 1 at Urbana. No wagering here at Findlay, so they will take a quick score and go right to the gate. Matt, we going to have sound with theirs, or?
We're going to try just picking it up over the air.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. I'll get my binoculars ready in case I do have to call. You can give me the signal if you do not think it's coming through.
All right, we'll try the first race and see what the viewers think. I just got back to something that their video was blocked for some music. I hope that we're still live. It looks like we are.
It's 67 degrees. The track is fast. And it's post time here at the Hancock County Fair. 8 to the 6 2-year-old filly trotters make their way around the turn to the top of the stretch. First $4,078. They move around the turn. Here they go. MJ's Creation is on a break.
It's pretty camp. I can do it if you want.
Trotting first away from the inside. Hips Like Honey sent to the front. I'm Too Cute on the outside is second. Flip 5 Stones comes out in third. Kemp's Choice the outside is fourth. Racing fifth is Uncle Pete's Dream, and trailing the field MJ's Creation as the trotters make their way up the backside. Flip 5 Stones has jumped it off. Hips Like Honey and Austin Hanners lead the way. I'm Too Cute next and second. Kemp's Choice is third. Racing fourth on the outside after that miscue. Flip 5 Stones trotting fifth is Uncle Pete's Dream, and trailing the field MJ's Creation as they trot by the opening quarter. Quarter 32 and 4. MJ's Creation has the lead as they race around the turn through a quarter in a 32 and 4/5. Right there second, I'm Too Cute. Trotting third is Kemp's Choice. Racing fourth, Uncle Pete's Dream. Racing next as they pass the stand for the first time. Flip 5 Stones. Hips Like Honey has the lead as they come to the half. Hips Like Honey. I'm Too Cute on the outside. Kemp's Choice. Uncle Pete's Dream is next. MJ's Creation, and Flip 5 Stones is the trailer and moves to the outside. Halfway home, Hips Like Honey has the lead. I'm Too Cute is second, racing third. Kemp's Choice trotting fourth. Uncle Pete's Dream. Flip 5 Stones the outside fifth. MJ's Creation is the traitor. Midpoint of the backside, Hips Like Honey still there. I'm Too Cute is second, trotting third. Kemp's Choice as they move into the turn. Uncle Pete's Dream is next and fourth. MJ's Creation, Flip 5 Stones, trails the field. They circle the far turn. Hips Like Honey extends the lead to 3 to 4. I'm Too Cute is second on the outside. Closing in, Uncle Pete's Dream. They're on their way home. Hips Like Honey, Austin Hanners. to take the first division of the 2-year-old filly trot. I'm Too Cute home second. Uncle Pete's Dream up for third. The mile 208, 1/5. Hips Like Honey, Austin Hanners. The Teal Bay filly by full count of the Westgate Crown Mare. Heavenly. Owned by the Big Dog Racing Stable, Circleville, Ohio. Pamela Young trains. Austin Hanners drives the winner. 4th win of the year for Hips Like Honey. 208 in the 5th today here at the Hancock County Fair in Findlay for $4,078. Matt is working on the sound so we can pick up Ayers' race call. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, we're having trouble getting a signal from the amplifier.
Is that what
there.
it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't think the sound man is entirely set up for what we need.
Okay. I can't remember how it was here last year.
I don't remember you having to call them, but I thought maybe we did just have to hang a microphone and try and catch
We
them
can
that
try it
way.
again.
I'm trying to look for a speaker here somewhere closer where I can get this microphone a little closer, but we'll see if I can figure something out here during the break.
Could you hang it down over that?
Yeah, that might work.
Waiting for the return of the winner, Hips Like Honey. Austin Hanners. 13 races today. See a few jackets today. It was a chilly morning this morning. I didn't get the top down. I had my headset on. Fractional times 32 and 4, 5 and 4, 138 and 3. Hips Like Honey, 208 and 1. So it's on to the second race. First Division 3-year-old filly trot for $5,693. A field of 4. We'll be back to take a look at this second race right after we pause for these messages.
The Hancock County Fair in Findlay, Ohio was first organized in 1852. It had humble beginnings as a 2-day event hosted on rented farmland. However, in less than a decade, the fair outgrew its expectations and was recognized as one of the best in the state. Harness racing was introduced to Hancock County in the following years. Located in the infield is horseman Butch Harmony's final resting place. Harmony passed suddenly after setting the track record in 1967. He was buried with his trophy blanket. Hancock County is still known today for its horsemen. The standardbred breeding farm, Hickory Lane, has produced outstanding foals for decades, including the 2020 Ohio Horse of the Year, Action Uncle. The farm currently stands champion studs What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and Racing Hill. The area is also home to the University of Findlay, one of the most respected equine study programs in the country, as well as a national ranking show team. The Hancock County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing, including a leg of the Springhaven Farms Ladies Driving Series.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Well, back at Findlay, the Hancock County Fair. On to race 2, first Division 3-year-old filly trot, Ohio Colt Racing Association, for $5,693, field of 4. Started off with the 1, Karina J. Weller, trains and drives. Owns in partnership with Louise and Jay Weller of Republic. This the 3-year-old filly by Creatine out of the Equinox B mare, Sally Savannah. Also owns in partnership with Stephen Reese of Republic. Karina, 4 starts, has 2/3, 2,200. Last year, a winner of 8,000, a mark last season of 6-2 at Wasion. No wins yet this year for the 1, Karina. Number 2, Crazy But Classy, Pat Malloy Jr. Trains and drives for Lisa Goslin. 3-year-old brown filly, but nothing but class out of the Craze mare, Crazy Over You. A winner 5 times, 3 seconds, a third in 16 starts. 32,800 this year, 43 lifetime. Winner at 57-3. Last start out on August 22nd at Sourdough Downs. Here's the post parade with theirs.
3-year-old Billy Connors versus $5,693. No change during the second race. The 1 is Karina J. Weller to the white. 2, Crazy But Classy with Pat Malloy Jr. 3, I Like It in the Dark with Alex Hawk. And 4, Long Time Love, Richard Dinkeldine, and the Salty. That's the field for the second race. No change here in race 2.
Not how we had it drawn up, Doug.
I don't know if we're on the air or not.
I think. Oh, what are we getting, a black screen now? Oh boy. On there in good picture. Okay. What a mess.
Flip 5 stones, hips like honey. Half's the lead as they come to the half, hips like honey. I'm too cute on the outside, Kemp's choice. Uncle Pete's dream is next.
So the 3, I Like It in the Dark, Alex Hawk drives for Russell Early. 3-year-old Bay Philip Long Tom out of the Cantab Hall mare, After Dark. 4 times a winner with 4 seconds, 5/3, 17 starts. 55 lifetime, right at 30 this year, 158-3 at Sourdough Downs. County Fair Racing was a winner at Xenia in 201. Back on the 3rd of August. The 4, Longtime Love, Richard Dingeldine for Kim Daly. Kim owns a partnership by Ohio Harness Horsemen Association Director Randy Leopard. 3-year-old Babe Philip Long Tom out of the Cantab Hall mare, Forever Lovin' Flingy, making her second career start. Last time out at Lima, showed several breaks just a week ago. So Karina, Crazy But Classy, I Like It in the Dark, and Long Time Love. The field of 4, they've completed her score. Wepkenburg starting gate. Starter John Weiss moves into position. Go to Ayers Ratcliffe, see if we can get a race call coming through the system today.
Third place, 755, and fourth place, 756. First, $5,693. Top of the track, race 2, and here they go. 64, who just rolls off the gate with the lead. I Like It in the Dark is there in second, Karina's third, and Long Time Love is fourth of the four. Back to Quartet as they move around the turn and head on the back stretch. Crazy, Bud Classy, and Pat Lloyd Jr. They're out there on the lead. The lead is almost 2 lengths. I Like It in the Dark and Alex Fox is there in second. Jay Weller and Karina third. And Richard Dinkeldine can see them all with a Long Time Love as they trot by the opening quarter. It's a Crazy But Classy. She's looking for 3 in a row. She's caught them over here in 31-4. I Like It in the Dark is there in second. Karina still third with Long Time Love as they straighten away and they move down here in front of the stand for the first time. And out there with the lead is Crazy But Classy. She's out there at a length and a half to the good. I Like It in the Dark is there in second. 3 lengths back to Karina third. A couple more to Long Time Love. They're still in single file as they move on by the half. Crazy But Classy in 102-1. It's the Crazy But Classy, but Nothing But Class filly out there and on top there in second. I Like It in the Dark. Karina's there in third. Long Time Love still fourth of the four. No change here as they trot up the back stretch. It's Crazy But Classy. Still the one to catch, and she got it by 2. I Like It in the Dark is their second. Karina's third with Long Time Love moving by 3/4. Crazy But Classy is still there in 133-4. I Like It in the Dark. The only one with a shot at her in second. Alex Fox now pops her to the outside. The race is on as they move around the turn to the top of the stretch. Crazy But Classy by a nose on the outside. I Like It in the Dark. Crazy But Classy. I Like It in the Dark on the outside. Crazy But Classy. I Like It in the Dark. These two slide it out to the wire. Photos for win. That is tight on the finish line.
Man, what do you think it is?
Top of the mile, 203.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
203-2. Did we get any comments on our sound from Ayers' race call, or I can't really get anything on my phone. If you can hear Ayers' race call, some of you regulars give us a shout out there.
I hear the announcer just fine. Me too. Rusty said you should have had this fixed a while ago, Doug.
Rusty who? Rusty who?
Okay, sound was fine, very clearly. All right. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Sun coming through now. I have a long sleeve shirt on. Going to be a little warm because it was chilly this morning.
It sure was. I had second jacket in my car, and I had it on while I was setting up this morning. Long ways from where we were last year.
Oh,
90 and not a cloud in the sky on these hot
it was
bleachers.
hot.
Kind of a nice crowd for a midday, midweek race card. Tomorrow should be a pretty good crowd at 6 o'clock post.
Wait to return of our winner. Crazy but classy. That Malloy Jr.
Yep.
Three, 1, 2, 4 on the bottom. 31 and 4. 102 and 1. 133 and 4. 203. 2 minutes.
Well, there you have it. Second race, on to race 3. First division of the Cheer Philly Pace for $4,438. How's the comments on that second race?
Yeah, everyone seems to be okay with it.
I called the first, so I didn't know if they was referring to the first or if...
No, they said airs. They can hear airs.
Airs, that's
clear,
great.
Because it doesn't sound great in the headset, I assure you that.
No, it doesn't. That's why I keep asking. It does not sound good at all in the headset. My phone cannot pick it up.
Yeah, real tough cell coverage out here. But
So the third race up next, field of 5, first division Cheer Philly Pacers. We'll be back to take a look at all 5 in this third race right after these messages.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
all right. Steve Carter and Austin Hanners. When I was looking through, I see Austin Hanners gets put down on quite a few horses at the fairs, and he's not able to make it to some of them. But anytime I've ever seen him come to the county fair, he just absolutely seems to clean up.
Yep, he's a rising star. He's already there. I believe he was nominated by the Ohio chapter this year. I don't know if it's a Peter Houghton Award they give or the Rising Star. Nothing but good words that you hear about Austin Hanners. I'm sure he has a night off at Scioto. I don't believe they're racing. I don't want to give out false information. I can look quick, but I believe their card changed a little bit here. Seems like Scioto just started, and they're getting ready to end. No, Scioto off tonight, so...
okay, yeah. Cam McCown's down here, too, or
yeah.
up here, too, I guess.
So we mentioned Super Night, Scarlet and Gray Night, Charlie Hill, Trot, Jim Ewart, Memorial Pace, undercard of the Ohio Sire State Consolation. That's all Saturday the 9th, a week from Saturday at Scioto Downs, and what a night it will be. If you haven't been to Scioto, you better get there to see the all-new Scioto Downs. Gorgeous grandstand. Be a big night, be a big crowd. We're set for the third 2-year-old filly Pacers. 1 Barley Burlesque, Cameron McCowan. Robert Beachy owns. Jess McCowan trains. This the Bay filly by Charlie Barley out of the Feelin' Frisky mare. Extreme Prejudice. 6 starts yet to hit the board. $2,500. Last start out, timed in 2:02 and 4, beaten 16, finished 4th at Greenville. 2 Forever High, Emmanuel Miller. Robert Rosick. 2-year-old Bay Philip and Nob Hill High out of the Stand Forever mare. Perfect M Forever. 8 starts, 2 seconds, a third. $5,495. As a 2 and 3-year-old, Forever High has yet to find the winner's circle. Austin Henners drives the 3 Frontier Dragon for Steve Carter. 2-year-old Bay Philip Fear the Dragon out of the Real Desire mare. Carol's Desire. This a $22,000 Lexington Select purchase. Hopper Gray, Chevy, and Gray owns. 6 times the winner, 11 starts, 2 seconds, 38,053 and 2 at Scioto. That the last start out on the 25th. Here's a post parade with theirs.
2 Forever High, Alex Hawk will drive the 2. 3 is Frontier Dragon, Austin Henners. 4 Little Bit of Fran with Jeff Nightoner. And the 5, James and Robin, Roy Wilson, and the Sulky. That is the field for the third race.
Okay. We did just pick up some inside info. Changing the tire on the 2. Race bike will be out shortly. Okay. We did just pick up some inside info. Changing the tire on the 2. Race bike will be out shortly. Okay.
I finally got it live now on my phone. We'll see what this race if the fans say they can hear ears, that's fine. So
I want to turn your volume down. We're getting feedback from
okay.
that.
On to the 4, a little bit of Fran. Jeff Nysonger for Kim Daly. J.R. Stable and Kim Daly owned. 2-year-old Bay Philip, a bit of a legend out of the Feelin' Frisky mare. I got a Feelin' Fran. Always liked that name. I believe that was a Triple Crown winner a few years ago here in Ohio. 7 starts, a win. Second, 2/3, right at 8,000. Winner at Urbana, 3 back, 201. The 4, little bit of Fran. 5, Dancing Robin, Roy Wilson for Kent Saunders. This is the Gray Philip, a Dancing Yankee out of the Full and Fun mare. Robin Full of Fun. Kent Saunders owns. 10 starts, has 2 wins, a second, 4/3, right at 16,000. 3 back at Troy, 201, and 1, a winner by 2 1/4. That's the 5, Dancing Robin. Field completing their score. $13 carded today. 11 tomorrow evening. Back here at 6. Tomorrow afternoon I will be at Van Wert with a noon post time with the 11 races. Head down I-30 from Van Wert to I-75 to the fairground here. Join Matt tomorrow evening with a 6 o'clock post. Burton on Friday. Stark County Fair also tomorrow at noon. Labor Day weekend, Van Wert will go on Monday, but there will be no AEO-HHA coverage there at Van Wert on Monday. Richwood will be Sunday, Monday. Canfield, I believe. We got several this weekend. Marietta. Wauseon. Marietta goes Sunday, Monday at noon each day. Richwood Sunday, Monday. 11 on Sunday, 1 on Monday. Wauseon Saturday 11:30. Tuesday the 5th at 6. Canfield Saturday the 2nd, Monday the 4th, both 11 o'clock post time. As we mentioned, Burton tomorrow. Or Friday at 4:30, Stark County Fair in Canton tomorrow at 12 noon.
Those are going to be some good races over there at Burton. I looked at the entries today. Only 10 races. They're only going one day. Only one division split. I think it was maybe the 2-year-old Philly Pacers. Everybody else going for $12,000, $13,000 bucks.
Yeah, they're thinning out. You know, at Paulding you start with 16 to 18 races in this Ohio Fair Racing Conference, and then you go to Ottawa and Circleville, some of your earlier fairs, and then the trainers know who's not going to make it and turn them out, bring them back next year. But now they're whittling down a lot of fairs this weekend, so that's why you see a lot of one divisions. It's a nice purse. Most of the time it's 10-5 to 11-5, so it's a good purse. Let's go to Ayers Ratliff for the call of the third.
First $4,438 to the 5-0 Billy Peter, top of the stretch. Here they go.
Oh, I see what the problem is. I got it sitting on the back of the page.
Is forever high. Hard driven off the gate, looks to go out and get the lead. Frontier Dragons there in second as they move around the turn. And Vincent Robin did the two-step and she made ropes right around the turn as they will move on into that side. Forever high has the lead by 2.5 lengths, and their second is Frontier Dragon. A little bit of France there in third. Marley Burlesque in fourth, and the trailer is Vincent Robin as they move on by the opening quarter. With the lead, it is Forever High in 31 step. Frontier Dragon is there in second as they'll move around the turn. A little bit of France there in third. Marley Burlesque in fourth, and Vincent Robin is off the others. They're in single file as they move down here off the turn. And Forever High is on the point out there, a length and a quarter in their second. Frontier Dragon. Pacing in third is a little bit of France. At the rail is Marley Burlesque on the outside now with Vincent Robin trying to do it from the back. That has been 101 and 2. On into the turn they go. The leader is Forever High. Frontier Dragon is now looking to the outside. And Ayers gets her cue as they move around the turn. They'll break up to the backside, and on the outside is Frontier Dragon. She's breathing fire and she goes out to get the lead. Forever High is now backing up through the field. Going by her on the outside, a little bit of Brandon. Into Vincent Robin is outside now doing the campaign in third as they go by 3/4 and 1:31 and 2. Moving around the final turn, the leader is Frontier Dragon. The lead is now 3.5 lengths. Little bit of Brandon there in second. The outside Vincent Robin. Then we have Forever High and Marley Burlesque there at the top of the stretch, and Frontier Dragon impressive again today. He was impressive last start at Scioto. That's going to win here in hand and in command. In their second, a little bit of Brandon, Vincent Robin in third. 2:01 and 2.
Well, no real surprise there. Second start Lasix off of 53 Mile at Scioto.
2-1 and 2. Frontier Dragon. Austin Hanner's second winner of the day. Steve Carter trains. B. Hopper, K. Gray, Jay Sheevy, and M. Gray of Ohio. 2-year-old Bay Phillip, but Fear the Dragon out of the Real Desire mare, Carol's Desire. $22,000 Lexington Select purchase. 7 wins this year in 12 starts with 2 seconds. Earnings now go over $41,000 for Frontier Dragon, who took a mark last start out at Scioto, 153 and 2. Second to 4, a little bit of Fran, Jeff Nyesunger. Third to 5, Dancing Robin, Roy Wilson. Fourth to 2, Forever High, and fifth to 1, Barley Burlesque. 30 and 4 fifths, 101 and 2, 131 and 2. This race in memory of David Baird.
Making your way back in front of the stands after winning this third race today against the
Advance change 40, race 9. Race 9, number 3, Action Kelly, Austin Hears. 9-3, Austin Hears.
Carter is the trainer. Austin Hanners is the winning driver. Top of the mile 201. And 2 with William Henry. Up the is.
Oh, it ain't working right. It was spinning me last time. Yeah, but it's. What did it say? There you have it.
Dragon, Austin Hanners. Austin's second winner of the day. Barley Burdas 5, Forever High 4. Frontier Dragon winner, Little Bit of Fran 2, Dancing Robin 3, 201, 2 fifths. On to the fourth, First Division 3-year-old Philly Pacers for $4,225. A field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at the fourth race right after we hear from these sponsors.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, Long Tom, and Bit of a Legend. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people, CoverLink Insurance.
Sun's out, guns out, hot summer fun.
Hot summer fun. Hot summer fun.
Well, back here at Findlay, the Hancock County Fair. On to race 4, First Division 3-year-old Philly Pacers for $4,225. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark with you today. We're back at it here tomorrow evening. 11 races, 13 races a day, 3 down. We're on to race 4. The one is Bud's Big Dance. Pierce Henry drives for Doug Hunt. The 3-year-old Bay Phillip, a Big Bad John out of the Mach 3 mare. 3 to Dance has found the winner's circle once in 10 starts. $4,486. No thirds, no seconds for Bud's Big Dance. $11,000 lifetime. Winner at the Warren County Fair in 2 minutes and 2 fifths earlier in the year. Number 2, Hoof Print in the Sand, Cam McCowan. For his wife, Jessica McCowan, Sean Harville of Germantown, Ohio, owns. This a $29,000 Ohio Select purchase. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Down by the Seaside out of American Ideal mare. Better Lovin' Next Time. 4 times a winner, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, and 18 starts. $32,000 this year, 12 last year, $44,840 lifetime, $152 at Scioto Downs. The best 4. Hoof Print in the Sand this year. 3, Judd Scooty, Jeff Nysonger for Dan Conkright, Hurley Racing, Dublin, Ohio. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, Fear the Dragon out of the Ponder mare. Scootin's Best, 6 starts, 2 wins. $8,000 this year, 57 and 2 at Urbana, 3 back on the 9th of Urbana. Last start out, finished 5th, beaten 14th. At Greenville, the mile in 153 and 1. Judd Scooty, 156. 4, Seaside Abbey, Richard Dingledine for Kim Daly. The 3-year-old Bay Phillip Down by the Seaside out of the Rocket Image mare. Velocity Abbey, Kim Daly in partnership with Melissa Dingledine own. 12 times a starter, a winner once, a second, 4 thirds. 13,813. 2 back at Troy was a winner in 159. 5, Well Said Aveliana. David Ward for Philip Gross, 3-year-old brown filly by Well Said out of the Better's Delight mare, Bloomin' Delight. Philip Gross in partnership, Sharon Kester's own. 7 times a winner, 19 starts, 6 seconds and a third. Very competitive. Well Said Aveliana. 41,453 this year, 21.5 last year, 63 lifetime, 53 and 2 at Scioto Downs. 6, LL Mistress. Austin Henners, Clarence Falk, 3-year-old filly by Well Said out of the Art Major mare. Mistra, Falk Stable Incorporated owned. Winner twice, 3 seconds a third. 23 this year, 14 last year for 37,580 lifetime. 153 at Scioto Downs earlier in the season for the 6, LL Mistress, as we get set for the post parade for the 4th race. Rolling right along, Matt. We started at 1. It's 1:41. We could get close to 5 this first hour with non-wagering here at Findlay.
A lot of horses back there and a lot of commotion. I know you walked around back a little bit on the back stretch before the races as well. There's just a lot of horses entered today. I don't think they were planning on this kind of horse supply here this year. And
well, you take 1360, I would say 82, 88 head.
I know they've got 3 barns here, but Ed Greeno or E.G. Trot takes up one of those, and I'm not sure how full the other 2 are. There's a tent with maybe about 30 stalls in it, and then the rest, everybody else is kind of racing out of the trailer, kind of on their own. I saw Dalton Walls pull in. He had 3. There's a round pen that's actually on the screen now. He's just got them tied up inside the round pen.
Okay.
It's kind of an easier solution, I guess, than trying to race them out
Trailers
of the trailer.
parked all along the backside. I'm sure some racing out of the trailer. Some enjoy that.
Yep. I know, actually, Rosie Weaver seems to not mind that a bit. And, I mean, she'll have 6 of them in and somehow keeps everything organized. And I guess she's got a lot of practice with it, so we got a system in place.
Sponsored by Charles Associates for $4,225. 1 is Bud Big Dance in Pierce Henry. 2 is Footprint in the Sand at Cameron McCown. 3 is Judge Scooby with Jeff Nicelonger. 4 is Seaside Academy, Richard Stapledine. 5, Well Said Aveliana and David Ward. 6, LL Mistress, Austin Henners. Back to the field for the 4th race. No change here in the 4th.
Austin Hanners very well. Could get his 3rd winner on the card. Behind LL Mistress, the 6. Going to get a lot of pressure coming from the 5. Well Said Aveliana. David Ward, a winner 7 times this year. And we go to the 2, Hip Print in the Sand. This is going to be a good race. Hip Print in the Sand, 52 at Scioto for Cam McCallan. Judd Scooty, a winner twice, 57 and 2 at a county fair track, Urbana. Seaside Abbey, a winner Troy in 159. 53 and 3 for Well Said Aveliana, who has 7 wins, and LL Mistress Austin Hanners, winner twice, 53 at Scioto. So, and the 1, Bud's Big Dance, a winner at the Warren County Fair, 2 minutes and 2/5. So, this is going to be a very, very competitive race.
Sure is.
The sun is coming through. Getting a little warm at this time. It was chilly when we first got here.
Yeah. Even when the sun goes behind the clouds still, it's not not warm. This Hoof Prints in the Sand, Jessica and Cameron McCowan, I remember that one from Urbana. She had the 8-hole there. And
okay.
I mean, really had no choice but to pretty much leave her out the whole mile from the 2nd tier, and I mean, parked every step, and she was just
Now, is that in your memory, or did you read that off the program?
No, I just remembered her, and what a good mile that was. I mean, she
you
was
need to
parked every
take up
step.
calling races. You've got a good memory, because everything you said, I'm looking at the program, and you don't have a program in front of you, and you said it correct. She came out of the 8-hole, and she was parked every step, a winner in 58 and 3. Yeah, it's going to be a tough race. Probably whoever can get to the top, if they can get some soft fractions, will have an advantage coming home.
The track, by the way, does look really good. I guess they got a fair amount of rain last night. We just missed it at Van Wert. I got to the north end of town, and there was water laying on the roads.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Just a couple miles from the fairgrounds.
So John Wiest has called him to the gate. Bud's Big Dance, a print in the sand. Judge Scooty, Seaside Abbey, Well Said Aveliana, and LL Mistress.
Starting gate is rolling.
Number 7, 44,
First of $4,225. Good set. Move around the turn to the top of the stretch, and here they go.
And fourth place, 763, Carson Smith from Country Pumpkin. Congratulations, Carson. Novice track, 750.
Well set, Atlanta, firing from the outside towards the rails of the sand as they move around the turn. Into the Scooty, who's there in third. But Big Dance is in early 4. Facing fifth is LL Mistress in the trailer. It's Seaside Abbey as they move into the back stretch. Out there with the lead, bring the sand. Getting there second, well set, Atlanta. Judge Scooty is there in third. It's above Big Dance in 4. Facing in fifth is LL Mistress in the trailer. It's Seaside Abbey as they take by the opening quarter. And the leader is Delva, bring the sand 30 and 3 fifths. In their second, well set, Atlanta. Judge Scooty is there in third. It's above Big Dance who's facing in 4. LL Mistress fifth. And the trailer, Seaside Abbey. They move down to the halfway mile mark of the race and out there with the lead. It is footprint in the sand and Cameron McCown. Out there dictates the tempo. David Ward sitting right there with well set. Atlanta on the inside. Judge Scooty third. 1:01.4 is the halftime. LL Mistress starts to move up first up on the outside. Following that one then is the Seaside Abbey. Inside with trailing with Bud Big Dance as they head on into the backside and press on the 3/4. It's still footprint in the sand. On the outside second, LL Mistress. Well set, Atlanta's third. Judge Scooty is there in 4. Bud Big Dance is yet to fire in 5th. And the trailer is Seaside Abbey, 1:31.4. Moving around the final turn, the leader is footprint in the sand. LL Mistress on the outside starts to obtain it to the leader. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch, footprint in the sand. LL Mistress won't go away on the outside. It's footprint in the sand. Footprint in the sand will win. LL Mistress there second, well set, Atlanta in third. Time 1:59. 3 minutes.
1:59 and 3. Gate to wire for Hoofprint in the sand. 3 Bay Phillip down by the Seaside. 5th of the season. Jessica McCallan trains. Cam McCallan drives the winner. Sean Harville of Germantown, Ohio owns. Held off Lil Mistress and Austin Hanners, who had to come first up. Hoofprint in the sand. Cam McCallan did exactly what he wanted to do, control the tempo. 30 and 3, 1:01 and 4. Got a breather there that second panel in 31 and 1. Good back half. 31 and 4 for 3/4. LL Mistress and Austin Hanners had to come first up, as we said, just didn't have enough to collar the 2 Hoofprint in the sand. The 6, LL Mistress was second. The 5, Well Set Up Liana, third. Number 3, Judd Scooty, 4. The 1, Bud's Big Dance, 5. And the 4, Seaside Abbey, finished 6th. Here's your winner, returning to the winner's circle. A print in the sand, and Cam McCowan.
Bud Big Dance was fifth. Hook Frank the Sand, the winner. Judd Scooty, 1-4. Seaside Abbey, 6. Well Set Up Liana, third. And LL Mistress, second. 5-1-4, 6-3, 2 on the bottom, 38-3 fifth. 101 and 4. 131 and 4, 159 and 3.
Well, it's on to the 5th race. This is the 2nd division of the 2-year-old filly trot. 4,078, a field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at all 5 of these filly trotters right after these messages.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Well, back at Findlay, Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark, on to the 5th, 2nd division, Ohio Colt Racing Association. 2-year-old filly trot, number 1, Shoeless Joe Jasmine, David Ward for Mark Winters. Bay filly by Sebastian Kay. Out of the Dilbert Hanover mare, Jasmine, JR Stable, Orion, Ohio. David Ward gets the call on the 1, Shoeless Joe Jasmine. It's 9 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, a third, 10,500. 4 back, a winner at the Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta, 206. The 1, Shoeless Joe Jasmine. Ronnie Gillespie drives at 2, a Tesso for Dalton Walls. Bruce Salisbury and Walls and Alan Weisenberg of Ohio own. This is the 2-year-old bay filly by Creatine. $27,000 Ohio Select purchase. Out of the Valley Victor mare, Smith Hall, a winner once. That was at Troy in 207 and 2 a couple weeks ago. 2 seconds and a third, $16,421 for the 2. Atesso and driver Ron Gillespie. 3 countless hours. Mike Paul Hamus trains and drives. Constance Paul Hamus and Mary Beth Walters own. This is the bay filly by full count out of the Andover Hall mare. Lynn Slider, Buckeye Classic purchase, $33,000. 5 starts, has 2/3, $1,100. Last time out showed several breaks at Troy. For Champa Bay Hall, Paul Sunderhaus. Salina, Ohio, Greg Smith of Urbana own. Austin Henners gets the drive. 2-year-old brown filly by Creatine out of the Tom Ridge mare. Angela Hall. Last time out finished 3rd at the Allen County Fair in Lima. Pylon Violation finished 3rd place, 6th. The mile in 9 and 4. Champa Bay Hall clocked in 2:10. 3. Cattle Lily, John Newberry for Doug Hunt, 2-year-old brown filly by Long Tom. This is a $9,000 purchase. 5 starts, has 2/3, $2,200 this year. Last time out at Greenville finished 4th, beating 34. Catalilli clocked in 2:08. So that's the field for the 5th as we await the post parade. As we mentioned, we're back at it tomorrow evening with 11 races here at the Hancock County Fair in Findlay. Tomorrow afternoon, a 12 noon post at Van Wert with 11 races. Also tomorrow will be the Stark County Fair in Canton with 7 races with the 12 o'clock post time. Burton goes Friday with 10 races at Burton, a big card there. Canfield, Mahoning County. We're getting the Labor Day weekend now, Saturday and Monday, 11 each day at Canfield. Wauseon, the Fulton County Fair, Saturday and Tuesday. Saturday at 11:30, Tuesday at 6. I'll be at Wauseon along with Matt, and looking forward to some of those great donuts, Matt, at Wauseon.
Yep, that's one of my favorite fairs. There's good food all around at that one.
Very nice fair. Last year was my first time there. Richwood, the Richwood Independent Fair, Sunday and Monday. Sunday at 11, Monday at 11. Washington County Fair in Marietta, Sunday and Monday, 12 noon post each day. 12 noon post each day. Steve Cross, former Hoosier Park announcer, will be calling the action at Marietta. As we mentioned earlier, the Ohio Select Sale, some of our fine sponsors, Cool Wind Farms, along with Midland Acres, selling several at the Pickaway Agriculture and Event Center in Circleville Friday, the 15th of September at 10 a.m. Ohio Super Night coming up a week from Saturday, the 9th of September, a 5 o'clock post. Remember that at Sauda, 5 o'clock post. If you can't be there, join the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team for all the action that night. 8 $400,000 championships. The undercard will be 8 consolations of the Ohio Sire Stake. Topping the evening off will be the Charlie Hill Trot and the Jim Ewart Memorial Pace. 18 races that night, so it'll be a great night of racing. Then it's in the Little Brown Jug Week, the 17th on a Sunday through the 21st on a Thursday in Delaware. We'll touch on that here in just a little bit. Here's a post parade for the 5th.
Second division, Darryl Philly Trot, sponsored by the Broken Brokers, the first $4,078. One will be shoeless Joe Jackson and David Ward. 2 is a City So with Ronnie Gillespie driving. 3 is Countless Hours and Michael Hamus. 4 Tampa Bay Hall, driver James Austin Banner. And 5 is Catalilli, John Newberry, and Suzuki. That's the field for the 5th race. Austin Banner on 4.
Austin Hanner's on the 4. I like that filly. She's from your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
I was real impressed with her last start. I didn't realize that she ran and went inside some pylons.
Well, what
she
happened?
Got placed.
The wheel touched, clipped the pylon going to the 5/8 right by the half, and it flipped up and hit Roy Burns' filly in the face.
Okay.
So they tell me I'm just passing this on what a couple judges say. If you would lose a saddle pad in a race and you won the race and it caused somebody interference to jump that saddle pad, you would be placed behind that horse. That I didn't know a lot of it. I didn't know that stuff. That's what I was told.
Yeah, she looked good.
Yes.
She was a locked-in third there that last start. So,
touching a little bit on the Little Brown Jug, 78th running of the Jug on the 21st, 53rd Jugette on Wednesday the 20th. The order tickets, it's 800 DEL FAIR. 800 DEL FAIR. Sunday through Tuesday, post time at 1. Wednesday and Thursday, Jugette Day and Jug Day at noon. Box seats $80. Top of the stretch $60 on Jugette Day. 100 Jug Day, the Pavilion Hill. in the clubhouse area, first turn. $180 Jugette Day, $265. Jug Day, $375 for both. Includes drinks, buffet meal, and TV monitors. So plan to attend the 78th Little Brown Jug. If you can't be there, you can join us on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast. Starter John Weiss, we look across the way, has called them in for the 5th race. Shoeless Joe Jasmine, Otesso, Countless Hours, Champa Bay Hall, Catalilli. 2 o'clock. Ayers is running them right through. 5 the first hour.
Second digit sponsored by the Broken Brokers, first 4,000, $78 of field 5. Make their way to the top of the stretch. Here they come.
They've been real good on the quarters. I'm not even going to worry about them. Yeah, they're close enough.
Final result for the draft code Ryan for the slate is 736 Annalee, Hazelton from Woodruff.
He actually looks a little better in the race.
That's weird. Dallas Hours is there fourth with the trailer. That's Catalilli. Moving around the turn and heading onto the back stretch. The leader is Estaso. Estaso and Ronnie Gillespie out there on top. The lead is almost 2 lengths. Shoeless Joe Jasmine is there in second. Their third is the Champa Bay Hall. Countless Hours still driving fourth of the trailer. It's Catalilli. As they're a bit strung out as they move on by the opening quarter, and it's Estaso. Estaso strumming along by 3 lengths and 33 and 4. On into the turn they go. Estaso the leader. In their second is the Shoeless Joe Jasmine. Champa Bay Hall is losing contact in third. Countless Hours is in fourth, and Catalilli is the trailer. Moving down here to the half, and now off stride goes Countless Hours. Trotting down here by the halfway mile mark of the race, and Estaso the leader. In their second is the Shoeless Joe Jasmine. It's the Champa Bay Hall in third. 104 and 3 for the half.
He looks bad.
Into the turn. Estaso the leader. Shoeless Joe Jasmine is still there second. It's the Champa Bay Hall in third. Running in fourth comes Catalilli. And the trailer is Countless Hours. Off the back stretch on their way to 3/4. Estaso by 2. Shoeless Joe Jasmine is still there in second. And she's off stride. So it's Estaso who now leads them out there by a commanding 7, 8, 9 lengths and 136 and 1. And Estaso is just absolutely going to rock them today. Shoeless Joe Jasmine back down front in second. It's the Champa Bay Hall in third. But if this was a fight, they'd have stopped it. It's Estaso. Estaso is absolutely rubbing salt in the wound now. Estaso will win. In their second will be Shoeless Joe Jasmine. Champa Bay Hall is third. 206, 1/5.
Welcome to Findlay, Ronnie.
206 and 1. Estaso. Ronnie Gillespie for Dalton Walls. $27,000 Ohio Select purchase. Baron Philly by Creatine out of the Valley Victor mare. Smith Hall. Second of the season, owned by the partnership of Salisbury, Walls, and Weisenberg. Ronnie Gillespie, right now second in the driver's standings. Sure he will not get that title this year. Looks as though it will go back to Jeff Nysonger after Ronnie won it a couple times. Jeff having some big nights, which really put separation into it. I know one big night, I think he had 8 winners at Wilmington at the Clinton County Fair.
I thought there was maybe Sydney, too. He had another
Sydney,
real big
yeah,
day
he had a couple, 2 or 3 big nights. And Ronnie getting away to drive Sugar
Sugar
instead,
yeah.
in getting, that's what his plan was to drive it to Raceway and Buckeye Stallion Series, and it's worked out very well for Ronnie. And hopefully he can get a Sugar instead, can get home in the $400,000 trot next week at Sauda Downs.
Coming back in front of the stands after winning the Stazo, is 18-year-old Brown Philly rider. He is leading at a Smith Hall by now. He's third. By Bruce Goldbeat, Dalton Walls, Alan Weinberg. Dalton Walls is the trainer for Ronnie Gillespie. The winning driver, time of the mile 2:06 and 1. This one sponsored by the Broken Brokers. Sheila Joe Jansen was second, Anastasia winner, Countless Hours fifth. Tampa Bay Hall was third, Calla Lily fourth. 2:15, 3:4, 33 and 4, 1:04 and 3, 1:36 and 1, 2:06, 1:10.
Well, up next, sixth race, second division, 2-year-old Philly Pacers, 4,438. No changes in the sixth. The field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at that sixth race right after we hear from these fine sponsors.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, whose first crop of 2-year-olds are now racing. Cool Winds also welcomed Western Fame to their stallion barn, who won nearly $2 million competing against the best pacers of his generation. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 15th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Well, back here at the Hancock County Fairground in Findlay. Sixth race up next, 2-year-old Philly Pacers. Field of 5, 1 Fancy Dragon, Rocky Ward of Aiken, South Carolina. Owns, trains, and drives. This is the Bay Filly by Fear the Dragon of the Western Hanover mare. Fancy Filly, a $14,700 purchase. Winner 3 times with a second and 9 starts, 10,346, 159 and 3 at Lima just last week. The 1 Fancy Dragon. Number 2, Fear My Grace, Jeff Nysonger. Brett Swartz trains and owns a partnership with Racehorse Express and Harrington and B. Larick. Fear the Dragon out of the Art Major mare, Juliana Grace, $21,000. Bred by Midland Acres. Yet to find a winner circle in 7 starts, has 4 thirds, 8,041. Last time out, finished 3rd at Lima. The mile 2:02 and 1, 2:02 and 4 for Fear My Grace. 3, Lady 9K, Roy Burns. Trains, drives, and owns a partnership with Melissa Burns. 2-year-old Bay Filly by Enterprise. Donato Hanover mare, Leaping Lady. Shows breaks on the card in 3 starts. $796. 4, Bubble Me Up, Jay Weller, trains and drives. Stephen Reese and Charles Mooney own. This is the Bay Filly by Lather Up out of the Art Major mare. Catch the Spirit, 4 starts, has a second and a third, 2,562. Last time out, finished 4th, beaten 7 1/4, clocked in 4 and 2. The 4, Bubble Me Up, that was at Hicksville. 5, Miss Aaliyah K, David Ward for Scott Ferguson. This is the Bay Filly by Lather Up, Presidential Ball mare. Ballroom Princess, Sugar Valley Farm of Delaware, along with David Stanley and David Young own. 11 starts, 3 seconds, a third, 5,000 in earnings. Last time out on the 23rd at Greenville, finished 3rd, just beaten 3/4 of a length, 2:02 and 2. This was a maiden pace. The 5, Miss Aaliyah K, back in stakes action today here at Findlay. We get set for the post parade. Feels good now. The sun kind of went away.
Mm-hmm. Yep, beautiful day for this time of year. No doubt about that.
Very nice judges stand across the way where the judges work out of. About 3 years ago, I filled in for Ayers. He had a conflict, a rain date, I believe, with Mount Gilead Fair, and I came here to Findlay. A very nice judges stand. As Matt mentioned, the barns in the first turn. This is where this track here, quarterback for Pittsburgh.
Oh, Big Ben.
Big Ben Roethlisberger jogged a lot of horses here. I heard he would come out. He was really liked the horses in his 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah. And he went to high school here in Findlay. Was a second-string quarterback, I believe, in Findlay. Maybe started his senior year and then went on to Miami, and the rest is history.
Yeah, things turned out pretty good. I saw, there was some pictures online of Aaron Judge of the Yankees wearing a Siegelman Stables hat, which, I thought was pretty cool. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in the world. There's a show on HBO, Hard Knocks, that is following around the New York Jets now, and wide receiver Randall Cobb was also wearing a Siegelman Stable hat.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's millions and millions of people viewing that. So anything that can pique a little interest or, remind somebody like, oh, yeah, I haven't been to the track in a long time is awesome as far as I'm concerned.
Our stable.ca, talk about them a little bit. They're one of our prime sponsors. As you mentioned, who gave the speech last year there at Delaware on the set with that one day? I said he could sell from the stable.
Anthony McDonald.
Anthony McDonald,
yeah,
boy. Yeah. Or call the stable.ca or call the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. They'll give you more information. If you just want to be a fractional owner for a couple thousand, you can put in it whatever you want, buy a share. If the horse sells for $20,000, they might be 20,000 shares out. I don't know how it all works for sure. But I mentioned last night Kevin Sitterbush of the Allen County Fair. He's in with the stable.ca, and he said he's just put in a couple thousand. He's got his couple thousand back. Really doesn't cost him anything, minimal for training a month. That's all divided up by the shares, $25 a month for a couple horses, and he's the owner. He gets to go to the winner's circle when they win.
Yep.
And you have Beach Point Racing also of Ohio, and Horseplay Racing, Jessica Otten in Grove City. So if you want any information on any of these, stable.ca, our prime sponsor, call the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association to get more information how that works. Or if you want to buy a horse, go to the Ohio Select Sale coming up here in 2 weeks.
Yep. Last night we were talking about Anthony a little bit, and I mentioned what a talker he is and things like that. But one thing I do kind of want to mention too is he's not selling you a line either. He's fully transparent and just completely upfront. He tells you the bonuses and he tells you the downsides of it too. Like I said, he comes down and drives these horses at the fairs and at the tracks down here in Ohio. He's got them all over the place, but he just raves about the purse structure and the stakes and the opportunities here in this state. He loves Ohio. It's his second home is what he calls it from Ontario. So
well, you could go to the Ohio Select Sale, purchase one on your own for $25,000. Yeah. If that's what you want, and maybe have a training bill of $2,000 to $2,500 a month. I'm just throwing that figure out there. I'm sure I'm close on that. Or you could purchase that $25,000 yearling, maybe own 3 shares of him for $3,000. Very minimal training bill, and still have the same perks, except maybe the money they make. But you can say, I own that horse, and you can go watch it race. As we mentioned, touch on this here in a little bit about Kentucky Derby winner Mage.
2 is Clearline Grace with Gemini Honor.
I forgot who the hell I was.
3 is Lady 9K in Laverne. 4 Bumblebee up J-Roll. And the 5 is Light K. With David Ward in the 2 That's the field of the
There you had the post parade for the 6th race. Two-year-old Philly Pacers, field of 5. Touching on the fractional ownership, and Rick Gleason, who charts and clerks at some fairs, works at Miami Valley in the winter. Him and his wife, they own part of Mage, Kentucky Derby winner, in fractional ownership, and they had all the perks. Got to go to the winner's circle at the Derby. Same way, if you're into harness racing, you could go to the winner's circle, Little Brown Jug. If you're in a fractional ownership, sire stake winner, you could, like I say, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. That horse could end up winning the final of the sire stakes.
I spoke with Ryan Miller a little bit last night from down trains down at Greenville now, but that Jessica Schroeder in horseplay, that's the trainer.
Yes.
He said he was actually thinking this year of doing like an open house there at Greenville, and so people can come check out the babies, and then he wanted to keep a couple older race horses around and bring out his double seat jog cart and stuff like that, so people that have never got the chance to sit behind one can even do that, which I think would be awesome.
Horseplay racing, managed by Jessica Schroeder. Ryan has a good one for her. It's I think a 2 or 3 year old filly. I can't the name.
Allie's Treasure.
Well, you need to be you need to be a race announcer.
She wins every time I see
her.
Like, what a great horse for
So there's another one. Well, I don't know who the guy is. It might be the Amazing Racing Stable. He's in part of it. I think it. I was talking to him. He's a farmer, has quite a bit of acreage. If I'm talking about the right guy, he's into this fractional ownership. That's how he got started, and then he got hooked, and now he owns some yearlings. But it's a good way to get your feet wet in the fractional ownership. You could live in California, watch them race right here on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast network. The field has completed their scores. Fancy Dragon, Rocky Ward, Jeff Nysonger, Firma Grace, Roy Burns, Lady 9K, Jay Weller, Bubble Me Up, and on the outside, David Ward, Miss Elia K. Starter John Wiest has called him to the gate. Blooded horse sale, I believe, in Springfield is going on, so some of our first yearlings of the year will be selling today at Springfield. Gates rolling, it's post time. Here's Ratliff.
TV, it looks totally different as well.
Pacers, the first of $4,438 at the top of the track.
Yeah, you did get that. Yeah. Right here's the wire, see Orange Teeth, and I'm square to the track, scale that across the way, that's the actual finish.
I've just never had both drivers and everybody, say completely different.
Here on the end of the Fancy Dragon, using that rail to her advantage to one to lead. Here Mike Reese is there in second, looking for a seat. Bubble Me Up in third. It's Miss Elia K who's there in fourth. And the early trailer is Lady 9K, and they will break away and move on the opening quarter of the leader. It's Fancy Dragon. She's fancy out there by 2.5 lengths. Here Mike Reese in second. Bubble Me Up is third. Miss Elia K is there in fourth. And Lady 9K is trailed by the quarter 31-3.
I just never trust these things because I've had them, been altered before at Colonial Downs one time the bike.
Yeah, you can't alter. The digital ones you can't alter.
Comes Bubble Me Up, and it is Miss Elia K, and it is then Lady 9K, traveling down here to the halfway mile mark of the race where Fancy Dragon at the head of the fair. Mike Race is there in second, Bubble Me Up the facing third, Miss Elia K is next, 101 and 4 1/2. trailer is Lady 9K. They circle and turn to move into the backstretch. The leader Fancy Dragon by 2.
I thought they were all by
Grace in second, following up in third. Minsley and K in fourth. And Lady 9K keeps that distance trailer. Roy Burns stops off for a funnel cake as they go on the 3/4 mile.
Yeah, that's what I dealt with Bob Nash before there.
Fancy Dragon at
He had filmed it,
1, 2, and 4.
There's Latin in there, he has that.
Grace is bubbling up in third.
A lot of them have new systems, it's like $20,000. Yeah, I think he invented it, didn't he?
Yeah,
I don't think so. This company's been around for a long time.
On the outside here, Mike Grace is trying to make up ground, but he's trying in vain. It is Fancy Dragon. Too much belly for these. In their second here, Mike Grace is bubbling up. 1/3. Back to the mile, 2:02.
Fancy Dragon, Rocky Ward, Aiken, South Carolina. Trio Bay Philip of Fear, the Dragon of the Western Hanover Mare. Fancy Filly, $14,700 Buckeye sale purchase. Steve Cross's Buckeye sale coming up in October, 4th of the season, 2 in a row for Fancy Dragon. Win coming last week at Lima, 59-3, where she took her mark. Winner 4 times now in the last 8 starts. Back to 28th at Piketon, 59-4 for Fancy Dragon. 31-3, 101-4, 132-4, home 202. Second to 2, Fear My Grace. Third to 4, Bubble Me Up. Fourth to 5, Miss Aaliyah K. And fifth, number 3, Lady 9K.
Kind of tough to say so far because a lot of the horses, I guess, that would be considered favorites have had the lead, but it does seem to be kind of a pretty speed favoring track today.
Well, on a half-mile track, it's good to be 1 or 2. Rocky Ward put Fancy Dragon on the front and got every call. Jeff Nysonger, the 2-hole trip with Fear My Grace, but just didn't have enough to collar the winner, Fancy Dragon.
Nice filly there.
Yes, she's a
Really
tiny little filly.
Yep. Really
she's quick
coming
of
around.
foot. Rocky Ward, Fancy Dragon.
Fancy Dragon was the winner. Fear My Grace second. Lady 9K was fifth. Bubble Me Up third. And Miss Aaliyah K was fourth. 1, 2, 5, 3, 4 on the bottom. 31-3. 101-4. 132-4. The mile time. 2:02.
Wallace of Hickory Lane Farm here in Findlay helping with a blanket presentation. On to the 7th, second division 3-year-old fillies for $4,225. Field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at the 7th right after this.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
The thrill and excitement of Grand Circuit Racing returns to the Delaware County Fairgrounds. Make your plans to attend the 78th Little Brown Jug.
You win the Little Brown Jug!
Little Brown Jug Week starts Sunday, September 17th with the 78th Little Brown Jug Thursday the 21st. Visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR for ticket information. Be there!
Robin Schwartz is watching today, along with Margaret Rizou, Tammy Wilson, Kay Moat from Greenville, David Young, Chillicothe. Rayanne Piles made it back to wet and windy Florida. I believe she's in the Clewiston area, or Claremont area. Claremont.
Tammy Wilson, Kay Moat from Greenville, David Young, Chillicothe. Rayanne Piles made it
J.D. Varnell checks in. Robert Rodriguez watching. Kent Benson. D.D. Lowe watching. Seventh race is up next. 3-year-old filly Pacers, field of 5. 1 Miss Maddie P. Alex Hawk drives for Brian Georges. This is the Bay filly by Fear the Dragon out of the Western Hanover mare. Moonlight Delight. Philip Groves in partnership with Sharon Kester's own. 22 starts, has 2 wins, 7 seconds, 4 thirds, pushing 21,000, 59 and 3 at Washington Courthouse earlier in this season. 2 Monkey See, Monkey Do. Chris Presley for Dalton Walls. This is the Bay Philip down by the seaside out of the Western Ideal mare. Monkeys Can Sing. $30,000 Ohio Select purchase. Didn't start as a 2-year-old. 18 starts this year. 3 wins, 5 seconds, 3 thirds. 31,000, 138, 155 and flat. 155 at Miami Valley. Earlier, 5 back was a winner. 57 and 3 at Xenia. 3, Fear the Red Shadow. Scott Ferguson trains and drives with Daniel and Landon Coate. The Bay Philip of Fear the Dragon out of the Ponderosa mare Red Shadow. 9 starts, has a third, 4.52 this year. 4th the last time out at Greenville on the maiden pace. Beating a length, 2:02 and 2 for the 3, Fear the Red Shadow. 4, Sunny Days Girl. Hank Levan, Jim Arledge Jr. Winchester Bay Acres. Orlando, Florida own. 3-year-old Bay Philip, a Big Bad John out of the Art Major mare, Lonely Days. 20 starts, a winner 7 times last year. Can't find the winner's circle this year. A second, 6 thirds, 7,600. Winner last year of 31,500, pushing 40,000 this year, or on lifetime for Sunny Days Girl. 55 and 3 last year at Dayton. 5 Molly Stone, Pierce Henry, Pat Karcher, 3-year-old Bay Philip, a Major Stone out of the Mach 3 mare. Why Mock Me? 12 starts, a win, 3 seconds, 2 thirds. 9,500, 2:02 and 2 at Tiffin. 5 back. That was on the 25th of July. 13 races on tap today here at Findlay. We're back at it tomorrow evening. 11 races, 6 o'clock post. Matt and I will both be back. I will join, I believe, Frank Frost tomorrow for the broadcast at the Van Wert County Fairgrounds in Van Wert. 11 races at noon. I'll get in the car when we're over there and head down Route 30 to I-75. About a 58 to 60 mile trip from Van Wert to be here for tomorrow night's card. Big weekend of fair coverage on the broadcast this weekend, Labor Day weekend. Canton also goes tomorrow with a noon post time, 7 races. Burton on Friday, 10 races. That's a 4:30 post time at Burton Friday evening. That will be the only action Friday to watch on the broadcast. Canfield, Mahoning County Fair, Saturday the 2nd, Monday the 4th, Labor Day the 4th. 11 Saturday and Monday at Canfield. Roger Houston, Hall of Fame announcer, will give you the call there. Then it's on to Waseon, the Fulton County Fair. Matt and I will both be at Waseon. Saturday the 2nd, Tuesday the 5th. Saturday 11:30, Tuesday at 6. Richwood Independent Fair. Here's Ratcliffe will be your announcer. Sunday the 3rd, Monday the 4th. Sunday's 11 o'clock post, and Monday, Labor Day, is a 1 o'clock post. 11 and 1 Sunday and Monday at Richwood. Marietta, Washington County Fair. Sunday the 3rd at noon. Labor Day, Monday the 4th at noon. Former Hoosier Park announcer Steve Cross will give you the call at Marietta. That's the card for Labor Day 2023. A week from Saturday, post time at 5 at the all-new Scioto Downs. 18 races, $400,000 Scarlet and Gray. Sire Stake Championship. Undercard will be 8 consolations of the Sire Stake. Jim Ewart Memorial for Age Pacers and the Charlie Hill Trot. So if you can't beat a Scioto Downs with that 5 o'clock post a week from Saturday, second best thing would be to join us on the broadcast. Post time at 5 at Scioto Downs. Then it's Little Brown Jug Week, but before that, the Friday before, the 15th, yearling sale, Buckeye Classic sale at Circleville, Pickaway County Fairground. Little Brown Jug Week, Sunday the 17th through Thursday the 21st, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 1 o'clock post, Jugette Day and Jug Day, a noon post each day. This is the 78th running of the Little Brown Jug. To order tickets, go to 1-800-DEL-FAIR. Plenty of good seats available to attend this 78th running of the Little Brown Jug.
Well, congratulations on your win, sir.
One is Cincinnati D and like soccer like. 2, Monkey C, Monkey Do, driver change to Ken Holiday. 3, Fear the Shadow. With John Ferguson. 4 is Sunny Days Girl, driver change off the Henry. At the 5, Molly Stone, Pierce Henry, and the Smoky. Back to the field for the 7th. And on the other 2, Austin Henry.
Huh. Ken Holiday on Dalton Wall's horse.
That
Instead
might be
of Ronnie Gillespie. Well, he had Chris Presley down, but Ronnie drove his other one, and now Ronnie's not in here.
Chris Presley had 3 of the 5 or 6 starts on the line on the Monkey See, Monkey Do. It had been Chris Presley, but now you say Doc Holliday?
Yeah.
It's a $30,000 Ohio Select purchase. Highest price in the field of 5, Monkey See, Monkey Do. Down by the seaside out of the Western Ideal mare, Monkeys Can Sing.
There was some gentlemen talking about that race at Greenville that Monkey See, Monkey Do was most recently in the 53 and 1 mile. That's a big mile at the county fair.
Mm-hmm. Not quite as big as the 150, though.
Yeah.
That was just unreal. That record, I'm sure, I can remember going there as a senior in high school in 1972 to the Dark County Fair, wanting to hear Roger Houston call the race, and knowing J-Time and Batman were going to go out at Batman and Bruce Nichols. J-Time won 59 and 3, August 24th of 1972. Thought that record would stand forever. But the 150 mile, the fastest mile on a half-mile county fair track other than Delaware in the state of Ohio, will probably stand for very many years. Field of Pacers at the top of the stretch. Let's go to Ayers Ratliff with a call.
First $4,225 down to the stretch, and here they go. Screaming out of the gate, looking for the latest Monkey See, Monkey Do, who's looking in their second. Sunny Girl is there in third. Molly Stone is fourth, and here's the Red Shadow. That's the trailer as they now scoot on into the back stretch. Miss Manny. She's out there and on the lead. Monkey See, Monkey Do is there in second. Over there to the inner lead third. Fourth, Sunny Girl, and we have Molly Monkey Do. White Hot Content in the pocket. The good doctor went to put her on the lead. It's the Ken Holiday and Monkey C, Monkey Do. It's Miss Hattie P who's there in second. Sunny Day Girl is 2.5 back in third. Molly Stone in fourth and far, far back. This year the Red Shadow as they come down here the halfway mile mark of the race. Where Monkey C, Monkey Do is the leader. In their second is Miss Hattie P. Halfway home, 58 and 3 to the outside. Sunny Days Girl is third. Molly Stone is a racing fourth. Whittier the Red Shadow as they go straight up into the back stretch and press on the 3/4. Monkey C, Monkey Do has the lead. Miss Maddie P is there in second. Molly Stone is leading around third. Sunny Days Girl, she tipped out. She offered nothing as they go by 3/4. And they'll trip to beating 129 around the final turn. And Holiday starts off early to Monkey C, Monkey Do. To the outside, Miss Maddie P is trying to fire up from the pocket. Moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. Off the rails, Miss Maddie P. To the inside, Monkey C, Monkey Do. Miss Maddie P on the outside has the edge here, and Miss Maddie P will prevail. Monkey C, Monkey Do finishing second. Molly Stone is third.
Three holes been bad all day.
After mile 158, Corvette.
There you have it, 158 and 4. Miss Maddie P., Alex Hawk, Brian Georges, Philip Groves, Sharon Kester, Sydney, Ohio own. Trio Bay Philip, I Fear the Dragon out of the Western Hanover Mare. Moonlight Delight, third of the season. Right at 23,000 now for Miss Maddie P. with that win. Took her mark back in July at Fayette County Fair and Courthouse, 59 and 3. Previously to this, but today here at the Hancock County Fair, it's a lifetime mark, 158 and 4, 29, 59, 3, 129 for Miss Maddie P. Second to 2, Monkey See Monkey Do. Third to 5, Molly Stone. Fourth to 4, Sunny Days Girl. Fifth to 3, Fear the Red Shadow.
Pretty sure the microphone can pick up some of the bellering and all that going on at the start of some of these races. Analog Hawk likes to get one off the gate.
Yes.
Protecting that rail position.
And smaller races that happen quite often.
Yeah.
Did he give the quarters?
No, not yet.
No, he didn't give the rundown.
Miss Maddie P was the winner. Monkey See Monkey Do was second. Fear the Red Shadow fifth. Sunny Girl 4, Molly Stone was third. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 29. 58, 3, 129, 158, and 4.
Who didn't give the quarters? Did you get them?
29.
That brings us up to race number 8, the 2-year-old Philly Trot, third division.
129.
Field of 5. We have Mike Paul Enos riding 5. Big Paul Enos on the 5. Bring him out of the racetrack in the 8th race. Move on racing. Also Barn area. Jackson available through race 6.
Well, it's on to race 8. Two old Philly Trotters. This is the third division for 4,078. We'll be back to take a look at the 8th Philly Trotters right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Well, Matt, we're back here. The clouds come out, go back. The sun goes behind, and we get some cloudy weather. The wind has picked up. It's not too bad right now. I wore jeans and a long-sleeve shirt and had a vest on earlier because it was so chilly when I left home, but things change.
Yeah, when that sun pokes through, it heats right up in a hurry.
So 7 down, we're on to the 8th, the 2-year-old Philly Trotters, 3rd division, sponsored by JDR. Excavating, 1, Good Greek, John Newberry, Royce Solander, trains and drives. 2-year-old Bay Philly by Uncle Peter out of the Dewey Cheatham and Howell mare, Greek Goodness. This is a $6,500 purchase. 8 starts, 2 wins, 3 thirds, 7,100, 208, and 2 at Sydney. That's 4 back on the 25th of July. 2 just on time, Ed Greeno Jr., $11,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. E.G. Trott of Findlay owns the 2-year-old Brown Filly by Enterprise out of the Conway Hall mare, Weekend Vacation. 8 trips behind the gate to the winner's circle once, $6,100. Winner last time out, 202 and 3 at Scioto Downs. Excuse me, scratch sick. That win coming in a qualifier at Scioto. Before that at Attica, 208 and 2. 3 Fashion Design, Jeff Nysonger. Mark Winters, the trainer, AWS Stable, and Mark Winters' own in partnership. This Brown Filly by Credit Fashion out of the Victory Sandmare Cavaliers Victory. An $8,000 purchase, 3 wins and 9 starts. Second with a third, $9,755. Winner at Urbana, 208 to 3, Fashion Design, and Jeff Nysonger. 4, Madame Pele, Randy Smith for Jessica Smith, and Jessica owns. From Xenia, Ohio, the Bay Filly by Creatine out of the Yankee Glide mare. I'm your biggest fan. 9 starts, a win, 4 seconds, 2 thirds, 18,867. 158 at Scioto Downs for the 4, Madame Pele. 5, 4 is the charm. Mike Paul Hamus will drive. Mike trains for owner Donald Roberts at Troy. This is the Bay Filly by Triumphant Caviar to the Tom Ridge mare. A star for Sydney, a $14,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 5 starts yet to hit the board. Several breaks on the card for the 5. 4 is a charm. So that's the field of 5 for the 8th. Matt Clark studying his program. If you're making the morning lines out, Matt Clark, who's the post-time favorite?
I'd have to go with Ed Greeno Jr. and Just on Time. Hard to believe she's only made $6,000 this year. A little over 6,000. I mean, racing in the Sire Stakes, and it looks like she's got a ton of trot. They put the trot and hobbles on her at Attica, and she really just jogged over there, and then qualified
she was,
real good at Scioto, and then scratched 6.
10.5 off at the half at Attica, I believe, and a mile and 5 she trotted home and won it in 8 and 2. Yeah, after the trotting hobbles, things really changed for Just on Time.
Yeah, it's home track, so it's familiar to her. So I think she'll be awful tough in here. But anytime Mark Winters puts a horse with Jeff Nysonger out on the track, it's going to be tough. And the 4, Madame Pele, looks awful tough. Has some pretty good gate speed and can get a good trip.
Here are the horses for the 8th race, 2-year-old Philly Trotter, 3rd division, sponsored by JDR Excavating, first $4,078. 1 is Good Greek with John Newberry. 2, Just on Time, Ed Greeno Jr. 3-inch fashion design, Jeff Nightcrawler is up. 4, Adam Pele with Roy Smith. And the 5-4 is a Charm, driver change Mike Hall Stevens. It's the Salty. Back the field from the 8th grade, Mike Hall Stevens on 5.
Just got a text from a friend in Florida in our area. Last 22 hours, 6 inches of rain in Sebring, Florida.
What? Are you in a condo down there? You have a house?
We have a house. There is condos in our area, but there is some standalones, and we do have a house.
Are you on a slab down there? Do you have a crawl space or?
No, I think about everything is probably a slab. Would be
Okay,
my
I figured.
guess.
Yeah, that'd be
we
tough
never
with
get
that
any
much
water, there inland. We're right in the middle of the state. It's an hour and a half to the Gulf, an hour and a half to the Atlantic side.
Yeah, I hope everybody down there, our viewers, is staying safe as possible or evacuated if need be. It looked like where it was going to come inland or where it was going to hit looked like it was going to be pretty bad.
I'll never forget, it's probably been 10, 11, maybe even 12 years on a Sunday afternoon at Delaware when that storm came up. I forget where that was coming from. And it got in the Delaware, the wind that day. You could just, all of a sudden, you could just see on the backside off the barns, the shingles just flying through the air. Got real dark and windy. I don't know, they might have had 18 races that day and got 8 or 9 of them in, and they called it a day. It got so windy. The dust was just flying.
Had a pretty bad one roll through there last year overnight after Jugette Day. Terrible storm. Did some damage to the tents and things like that. It was so hot on Jugette Day, and then the next day on Jug Day it dropped the temperature down to about 60 and cool breeze blowing.
Was that 2 years ago?
Was it 2 years
ago?
ago?
Yeah, I was not there that day. First jug I missed probably since 1968. My wife's side of the family went to Georgia to some island. I can't think of that. Where it was at. It was right on the Florida line. I hate to miss a jug, but I guess I really didn't miss anything weather-wise. Jug will be coming up. The first will probably be Friday, I assume. 2 weeks from Sunday, the Delaware Grand Circuit will start. We look across the way. 2 old Philly Trotters, 3rd Division, 4,078. Good Greek, just on time. Fashion Design, Madame Pele, Forza Charm. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe with a call of the 8th.
First 4,000 at $78. Top of the direction. Here they go. Looking for the lead. That's on time. Got along the inside. We've also won better in the top spot. Into the fashion design. There in 3rd, trotting 4th. Good Greek. And the trailer for the Charm as they will move on into the backstretch. And the leader now just on time. Just on time is the leader. Madame Pele is there in 2nd. Off right at the back is for the Charm. If your 3rd comes the fashion design. Next is the 3 past the break. For the Charm Trail. Moving by the opening fraction here. And out there with the lead just on time. Just on time is there in 33 and 1. Madame Pele is there in 2nd. Fashion Design feeling back in 3rd. Then it's Good Greek. And for the Charm as they remain in single file and they drive down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, being led by Just on Time. Just on time and Ed Greenway Jr.'s out there waiting and on the lead. In their 2nd, Madame Pele. Fashion Design is there in 3rd. Good Greek continuing 4th. For the Charm, it's still the caboose as they move on by the half at 106 and 1 and Reno's putting to sleep out there. It's Just on Time who is continuing to be the leader. Madame Pele there in 2nd. Fashion Design 2.5 back in 3rd. Good Greek is still fourth, and for the start is still the trailer as they continue on to 3/4 just on time. Trying not to be late today, she's out there by almost 2. Madam Pele is now trying to rev it up from the pocket as they move by 3/4 in 1:37.3. They'll drop the turn, they'll head for home, and with the lead it's just on time. Madam Pele is trying to get there on the outside second. Further back in third is Fashion Design at the top of the stretch. It's just on time with the lead. In their second, Madam Pele, but just on time is rolling away. Madam Pele finishing second, Fashion Design in third. 208 to fifth.
I didn't hear the final time, Doug.
2:08.2.
Okay.
Matt Clark gave you the exacta, ice cold exacta. The 2 just on time with a 4, Madam Pele, except there's no wagering. The winner of the 2 just on time, second of the season for the Brown Filly by Enterprise. Out of the Conway Hall mare, weekend vacation, E.J. Trot, right here at Findlay owns. Ed Greeno Jr. trains and drives the winner. 208 2/5, 33 1/5, 106 1, 137 3. Second to 4, Madam Pele. Third to 3, Fashion Design. Fourth to 1, Good Greek. Fifth to 5, 4 is a Charm. Rolling right along, 8 races. It is now 2:51.
Yep, everybody doing a great job having them ready and getting them out, and really going smoothly today. I know that quite a few people had horses back in here tomorrow. Kent Saunders, one of our OHHA board members, is one of them. So he was thinking probably the earlier he could get done today, the better. I'm going to a Mud Hens game tonight, so I'm ready.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, I got some free tickets. So
taking Valerie?
She's actually taking me. She got the free tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean she has to buy? You have to buy supper since she's got the tickets?
She actually got us in a suite, so everything's paid for.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't have a rain delay, like we didn't start till 5 or 6 tonight.
That would have been my luck.
Number 2, just on time, the 2-year-old Brown Filly by Enterprise, and a weekend vacation by Conway Hall, E.J. Trot, trained by Ed Greeno Jr., who's also the winning driver, time of the mile, 2:08.2. This one sponsored by JPR Excavating.
Greeno's
Good Greek was fourth. Just on time, the winner, Fashion Design third. Madam Pele was second for the Charm. What's that? 41325, 33 and 1, 106 and 1, 137 and 3, 208 and 2.
Ed Greeno Sr. in the green sweater there in the winner's circle. Ninth race is next. Second division, 3-year-old filly trot, field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at all 5 filly trotters right after this.
The Hancock County Fair in Findlay, Ohio was first organized in 1852. It had humble beginnings as a 2-day event hosted on rented farmland. However, in less than a decade, the fair outgrew its expectations and was recognized as one of the best in the state. Harness racing was introduced to Hancock County in the following years. Located in the infield is horseman Butch Harmony's final resting place. Harmony passed suddenly after setting the track record in 1967. He was buried with his trophy blanket. Hancock County is still known today for its horsemen. The standardbred breeding farm, Hickory Lane, has produced outstanding foals for decades, including the 2020 Ohio Horse of the Year, Action Uncle. The farm currently stands champion studs What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and Racing Hill. The area is also home to the University of Findlay, one of the most respected equine study programs in the country, as well as a national ranking show team. The Hancock County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing, including a leg of the Spring Haven Farms Ladies Driving Series.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
I didn't realize that was Ed Greeno Sr. in the winter.
Yes.
I had never met him. I went back and talked to Cody Greeno before the race. That's the first I'd ever met him, and he's a real nice guy to talk to. They've got a beautiful setup there in that barn. They've got a full barn there. I think 12 horses. Every stall was full. But real nice family.
They've been very, very active for lots of years. Ed Greeno Sr., that's the first. I might have saw him at another fair this year, but don't see him around too much. Ed Greeno Sr., I believe in his day he would drive some. But the Greenos have been a big part of Ohio harness racing, especially the county fairs, for lots of years. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors that's been with us all year and with us today. Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Midland Acres, CoverLink Insurance, DAC Vitamin, Cool Wind Farms, Stable.ca, Little Brown Jug, Cool Wind Farms, some of our fine sponsors that bring you the action all season long here on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association Broadcast Network. Well, we're on to the 9th, as we mentioned. Second Division 3-year-old filly trotters for $5,693. Austin Hanners drives the 3. Action LA, the only change. 1 Miss Classy Girl, Jay Weller. Trains for Jane Weller. Louise and Jay Weller own in partnership. This, the bay filly, but nothing but class out of the return mare, Conway Aditi. 10 starts, has a third, 3,700. Shows some breaks last 3 starts out. Last year was a winner once and 10 and 3 at Dover. 2, Go Long Katie. Ronnie Gillespie, Dalton Walls, 3-year-old bay filly belong Tom. $11,000 Ohio Select purchase. Master Levesque mare Katie. Bruce Salisbury in partnership with Walls owns. Dalton Walls trains. 3 wins of 14 starts. Second and third, right at $24,000. 48 lifetime, 56 and 4 at Northfield Park. 3 Action LA, Austin Hanners for Virgil Morgan Jr. 0 Bay Philip at Watt the Hill out of the Broadway Hall mare. Action Broadway, partnership of Carl Howard. Larry Willis, Virgil Morgan own. A winner once this year, 2 seconds, 3 thirds, 12,380. 2-1 at Xenia. 4 CSI Ring, Jeff Neishunger will drive for Mike Paul Hamus and Matt Rowe. This the bay filly by Long Tom. They look like my mom mare, Nikki K, at $29,000 purchase 2 seasons ago. 16 this year. Starts, 2 wins, a second of 2 thirds. 16,000 this year, 40,956 last year. Total of 57,206 lifetime for CS Irene. The winner this year, 201 and 4 at Urbana. Last year is a 2-year-old 59 and 2 at Sauda Downs. 5 White Diamondess. William Johnson, Larry Riffle own. 3-year-old bay Philip Long Tom out of the Cantamp Hall mare. Berecchio Hanover. Sandy Beatty trains and drives. $24,000 Ohio Select purchase. 13 starts this year, 2 seconds, 2 wins, and a third. 21,158 and 3 at Sauda Downs. Last year was a winner of $21,000. And that mark of 58-3 was last year at Scioto, but also won this year at Scioto in 58-3. The 5 White Diamondists. That's the field of 5. For the 9th, here's the post parade with Ayers Ratliff.
Here are the horses for the upcoming 9th race. Second division, 3-year-old Philly Trot. Sponsored by Stillwater Metal. First $5,693 off $1,500 on the free. One is Miss Classy Girl, Jay Weller Drive. 2 Go Long, Katie with Ronnie Goes. 3 is Action, Ellie Driver James, offset hitter. 4 CSI Green, Jeff Nightoner. And the 5 White Diamond S, with you Katie, Kansas Salty. That's the field for the 9th race, offset hitter on 3.
There you see the 5 White Diamondists and Sandy Beatty. Good looking filly. Kind of a big, elongated mare.
Yeah, good looking.
Kind of quiet behind us.
I think the fair starts maybe this evening officially.
Okay.
So they're not really.
Not a whole lot of action. A big Ferris wheel directly behind us.
They were showing some horses over in the pavilion earlier. Robbie Brooks, I talked to him. This is his hometown fair. I invited him over to come over and talk if he ever wanted to, but he's got a pretty busy day. And then
a very nice pavilion as we look behind us here.
Yeah.
The pavilion actually has a roof over it and is as big as this grandstand, I would say.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind having one of those over here.
I don't know. The sun, would it be better to be on that side?
Boy, I don't know. It's pretty much, well, tomorrow, yeah, I'll have to check the compass and see where it's setting, and I'm not sure what direction I'm facing here right now. Let's see, north I think would be to my right, so I'm not sure it would matter if it's coming.
Yeah, it's going to be coming right at, let's see, I got it here somewhere if I can pull it up.
Starter has the horses for the 9th race, starting gate away.
We're pretty much west, so there's nothing we're going to do tomorrow evening.
I don't know where that old music is coming from when I turn that mic on.
Around the turn, go long, Katie with the lead. In their second, Action LHCSI Green is their third. White Diamond has been fourth, and this Classy Girl, as they will break away and travel down here the halfway mile mark of the race, where go long, Katie is the leader. In their second, Action LHCSI third, at the CSI Green. White Diamond has been here in fourth, with the distance trailer, this Classy Girl, the half at 102 as they move around the turn, go long, 80, finally get pole winning one. Action Elliott right there at the pocket second. Now Hugh Beatty says, let's go on White Diamond as she was fourth. Now third, and she's trying to roll up on the top two as they move up the backside on their way to 3/4. And Gillespie now lets go long Katie. And she leads them again by 2. White Diamond is trying to make a traction on the outside second. 1:33.3. Accidentally go on the rail in third. Moving around the final turn. Go long Katie. White Diamond is perfect listen on the outside. Trying to roll over the back of CSI Green there at the top of the stretch. White Diamond now shot another on top. Battling on the inside. Go long Katie. White Diamond off the rail. Will find the line a winner. Go long Katie second. CSI Green in third.
White Diamondess comes first up at the half. Back half, 101-4 to get her third of the season. She's a 3-year-old Bay Phillip, a long Tom out of the Cantab Hall mare. Marico Hanover, a $24,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. She's owned by William Johnson, Larry Riff of Newark and Alexandria, Ohio. She's driven by Sandy Beatty.
I honestly kind of overlooked her, but man, if you can get past those last couple breaks, she was racing awful good before
She
that.
raced very well at Lima. I can remember that. Made the break early and trotted in 4 and 3. Got beat by Callie Red, which Callie Red is the one that just got photoed out by
Hydraulic Hazel.
Hazel. So making her way to the winner's circle across the way is Shelley Johnson, who posts a lot of pictures on her webpage of County Fair Racing. A great photographer, takes a lot of them at Scioto Downs. Unofficially, White Diamond is the winner. Go Along Katie was second. C.S. Irene was third. Action Alley was fourth, and Miss Classy Girl was fifth. 31-2, 102, 133-3, 203 for fifths. There's owner Jeff Johnson with his wife Shelley in the winner's circle. Well, it's on to the 10th, 3rd Division, 2-year-old filly pacer. 4,438. We're going to owe you a driver. April Hill High, and that is just being announced. Jeff Nysonger will drive the 2 April Hill High. We'll be back to take a look at this 10th race, 3rd Division of the filly pace for 2-year-olds right after this.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. We're here to get you the right coverage: home, auto, business, and farm. CoverLink covers you, your family, and your business. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Well, it's on to the 10th race. About an hour's worth of racing to go. Jeff Nysinger will drive the 2 April Hill High. One Better Than a Million, Ronnie Gillespie. For Kenneth Hurst, 2-year-old Bay Phillip, A Bit of a Legend. Out of the Arts Place mare, Arts Virtue. 8 starts, has 3 wins, 22,000 this year, coming off a win by neck at Greenville, 57-3, a mark of 52-4. Earlier at Scioto Downs for the 1 Better Than a Million. 2 April Hill High, Jeff Nysinger, David Elliott, Waynesville, Ohio owns and trains. This is the Bay Phillip and Nob Hill High. Out of the Pet Rock mare, Perfetti. The winner once, 2 seconds at third, 8,200, 203, and 2 at Wilmington. 3 Pretty Girl Dragon, Pierce Henry for Robert Brooks. Brooks of Van Loo, and here's the stock stable of Bucyrus, M.A. Snow of Findlay, and J.T. Bucyrus' own. This is the Bay Phillip at Fear the Dragon. Out of the well-said mare, Pretty Girl Hanover, an $8,000 Ohio Select purchase. 2 wins, 4 seconds at third, 10,000 this year, 208.4. First fair of the year at Paulding. 4 Legend and Crest, Austin Hanners for Steve Carter, the Bay Phillip by a Bit of a Legend out of the Downers Big Guy mare, Trey Cress, J. Mossbarger. B4, C. Martin, M. Kemper, own. 5 wins and 11 starts, a second, 2/3 to go along with that. 30,000 this year, 55-1 at Scioto. That last week on the 25th, a non-winner's 1 for Phillies at Scioto, 55-1 for Legend and Cress. 5 ATI Beach, please. $5,000 purchase from the Buckeye Classic sale. 2-year-old Bay Phillip, Santa Fe Beach Boy out of the Dragon Again mare. Anna Kate, Scott Ferguson trains, drives the 5 Addy Beach, please. ATI Beach, please. 14 starts, has a win, 4 thirds, 6,300, 203, and 1 at Wilmington. That's the lineup for the 10th, field of 5, 2-year-old Philly Pacers.
Pretty nice fillies in here. Keep
Yes.
looking at that 1. If she gets off the gate, then she's likely a winner in here. But I love that Legend and Crest. I've just seen her on the track before. And you knew kind of the little background of the dam. Did I hear you talk about Trey Crest before? That's a family that's been around the state.
I know the name.
Okay, yeah.
When I first started to read the breeding, I was thinking of Don Tiger, but I was thinking of the half brother to Charlie May. What's his name?
Shane Falco?
Shane Falco. I don't know why, but I don't know why that came to mind. But he does have the Trey Crest. I know the mare. I've called that mare a lot in the past. Arch Virtue, the dam of the 1 Better Than a Million. Ronnie Gillespie back aboard. Drove back on the 1st of August at the All-Glaze County Fair in Wapak. Won with this one by 5 in 2 minutes. So yeah, Better Than a Million. I'm sure Ronnie would like to control the tempo. Legend and Crest from post 4 shows he can leave too. So I'm sure Austin Hanners will fire the 4 out of there and try to get a good seat, get to the top, or get the 2-hole trip behind Better Than a Million. Here's Ratcliffe.
He was ready to go. We didn't have my Christmas. Then she's talking about, well, maybe we ought to delay it for this rain. We're delaying because we got power. And I said, do that. Then started, we got the first race on. Look.
3 Pretty Girl Dragon in your center. 4 Legend and Crest with Austin Hanners. And the 5 ATI Beach, please, John Ferguson. Let's all be.
You got a copy. We got a driver.
Well, there you had the post parade for the 10th race. Better Than a Million, April Hill High. Pretty Girl Dragon, Legend and Crest, ATI Beach, please. Leading driver at the fair so far, probably be pretty tough to catch, will be Jeff Nysonger, Ronnie Gillespie second. Austin Henderson in the mix, Pierce Henry the mix. The leading trainers, Jeff Nysonger's up there. Betty Clegg leads the way with the most training wins. Rosie Weaver up there. I believe tomorrow here we'll have a ladies' pace. Top 8 lady drivers will race on, I believe, on a Tuesday in the championship at the Delaware County Fair for the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series. Our starter today, Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, John Wiest, the official starter, Becky Wepkenberg driving the gate as we look across the way. John Wiest opens the wings. He's called him to the gate for the 10th.
Starter has the horses for the 10th race. 0 Philly Meter, sponsored by Bond Drivers and Construction, for $4,430. Moving around the turn to the top of the section. Here they go. Legend is cracked. They often haters about there and they don't know like 2.5 lengths. Here's Henry Casey second with Pretty Girl Dragon. I got the 4. The 8 Hill High and Jeff Nightbomber who's there in third. Got Ferguson ATI Beach Police in fourth. The quarter 29 and 4. And Ronnie Gillespie is the trailer with better than a million. And now it's been turning outside from the trailing spot as they will straight away. And they'll be down here the halfway mile mark of the race. Being led by Legend in track. There in second, Pretty Girl Dragon. To the outside, better than a million is now trying to move into third. 8 Hill High is camping up the rail. The trailer is ATI Beach. Moving on by that Compton, Legend in track has the lead in 1 minute, 1 step. Pretty Girl Dragon is right there in the pocket second. 8 Hill High on the inside third. Better than a million. On the outside, still trying to move up fourth. And ATI Beach Police. That's the trailer as they move up the back stretch to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. Legend in track has them now by 2. Pretty Girl Dragon trying to tighten in second. Better than a million is in third. It's the 8 Hill High in fourth with ATI Beach Police. 1:30 and 3. They'll move around the final turn and it's still Legend in track the leader. There in second is still Pretty Girl Dragon on the outside. Better than a million. They come to the top of the track. And Austin Anderson is now shaking up Legend in track for the drive. Better than a million is trying to be there. Pretty Girl Dragon looking there in between them. Coming to the wire. Legend in track. And better than a million second. Pretty Girl Dragon in third. 201.
201 and 2, Legend and Crest. Austin Hanners. Austin gets his third winner of the day. And Legend and Crest, the line couldn't come soon enough because Better Than a Million came first up at the 5/8. It was closing in with every stride. Back half, 101 and 1. 29 and 4, minute and a fifth, 130 and 3. Much further to go, and Better Than a Million would have nailed Legend and Crest. No foot speed leaving the gate for Better Than a Million, which surprised me. Got away, I believe, 4th or 5th.
Yeah, I think dead last. It looked like Ronnie was maybe trying to baby her around that first turn and just keep her flat. But
Austin got the jump on them all. He controlled the track. He was on top midway in the first turn.
Pretty Girl Dragon raced awful good in there, too. She was a real close third in there. Looked like, I mean, Pierce was working on her a little bit, but, I mean, finished right with those two.
Signature Series coming up next. Turing Seelster. We mentioned last night, I said, well, that race has to go in the evening because Philip Groves being a school teacher, but I saw Philip over on the backside about noon today. So
a little early in the year to be playing hooky.
Yeah.
Probably just started. Or are they back yet, you think? Maybe they're not back to school yet?
Well, he's in the Bodkins area, I think. I would say they're back. Here's the winner of the 4, Legend and Crest, Austin Handers, third of the day.
1/4, 1.5, 7 3/4, 12. Great.
In winner circle after winning the 10th race is the 4 Legend and Crest with 0 Greenville Mike Finish 11. At a straight track by Connor's Creek Guy with Jake Mossberger. B4, Mr. Martin. And in September, Steve Carter Green, Austin Handers are winning 5-2-0-1-2. This was sponsored by Park Tracker Construction.
Well, the 11th race up next, first division of the Signature Series. Big Candy, Whiskey K, Turing Seelster, Town Line Flight. We'll be back as we pause to hear from our great sponsors to take a look at this field of 4 for the Signature Series.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Well, we're watching from Lebanon, Ohio. Cecilia. Watching from Lebanon, Ohio. Cecilia. And Sickle. Michael DeLuntz is watching. Joss Epley. Larry Kingfish. George Webster, just a few checking in. Well, this is the first division of the Signature Series. Field of 4, Big Candy, a new one. Been coming in from Michigan here, racing in Northville. Did show a start at Attica, finished 4th. 4-year-old Big Go to the Son of Big Risk. 28,000 lifetime, 57-4. This year at Northfield, Drew Neal will drive. 2 Whiskey K. Pat Malloy Jr. trains drives for Lisa Goslin. Right at 80,000 lifetime, 52-3 at Scioto Downs this year. 3, Cherry Sealster, a fan favorite. David Ward for Philip Gross. 10-year-old Bay Goat and Son of Shadow Play. 43 lifetime wins, 340 lifetime, 152-4 at Miami Valley, 50-4 at Harris, Philadelphia, the lifetime mark. Was winner 4 back and 56-1 at Salina. 4 Town Line Flight, Jacob Baird for Betty Clegg of Northfield. This is the 6-year-old Big Goat Son of Pan Pacific Flight. 171,000 lifetime. Winner 4 times this year, 22 lifetime. $9,814, 53-2 at Northfield. It's a 4-year-old, took a mark of 52 at Hoosier Park for the 4 Town Line Flight and young Jacob Baird. Jacob Baird making a name for himself. Youngster, only 20 years old. He was a winner also of one of the awards this year, maybe presented by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association for a young and upcoming driver.
Boy, these races are tough. I mean, you can get some really nice horses in here.
Well, it's split, 5 and 4. There's another division of 5. If they'd had 8, they'd have probably, I assume they'd have raced 8, but I don't know that. That wouldn't be my call, but that would be a nice race with this bunch of horses.
Yep.
Horses for the 11th race in the series, 4-year-old up. Sponsored by the Hancock County Ag Society. Pierce Henry is on the line for $2,700. One is Big Candy, the driver change to Pierce Henry. 2 with TK, Hathaway. 3 is Corey Sealster and David Ward. And the 4 Town Line Flight, Jacob Baird, in the Sophie. That's the field for the 11th race, Pierce Henry on line. Just a reminder, we're back in action tomorrow. Make sure you're making plans to join us 6 o'clock. Post time tomorrow.
6 o'clock tomorrow. Noon post time at Van Wert tomorrow. I believe it's a noon post time tomorrow at the Stark County Fair. Friday, they're racing at Burton. 5 o'clock in the evening. That's the only fair going on. We'll give you that weekend lineup once again for those of you just joining us.
Going to have an Amish race over at Burton, I guess.
Okay.
Eric's telling me. I've never seen one. I guess they only go a half mile.
Okay.
But I think that'd be pretty fun to see. I don't know if they use race bikes or jog carts or.
I'm going to guess they use their buggy, but I don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
That would be my guess. Mahoning County Fair in Canfield, Saturday the 2nd, Monday the 4th, 11 both days. Wassee on Saturday the 2nd, 11:30. Tuesday after Labor Day the 5th at 6 o'clock. Stark County Fair tomorrow at noon. Van Wert tomorrow at noon. Van Wert goes on Labor Day at 11:30. Richwood goes Sunday and Monday. Sunday at 11, Monday at 1. Marietta, Sunday at noon, Monday at noon. That's your Labor Day racing card with the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. We did have one return to the barn. We got 1, 2, 3.
He came back. He's out
back
there now. Yep. Should be going to the gate here pretty quick.
Be interesting to see what the time is. This race usually going 57 or 58. I don't know if we'll go that fast just with this 4-horse field.
Yeah, tough to say. Might just be a pretty good brush home maybe. But
The 4 Town Line Flight been racing at Batavia. Yeah, that's where Jacob Baird has been going to New York some and picking up some wins. Town Line Flight, a winner 2 back there on the 16th of August of 59-4. Sure, Turick Sealster is going to be between the 2 Whiskey K, and Turick Sealster would be my thinking.
$700, sponsored by Hancock County Access Society of Good 4 at the top of the track for the Signature Series, and here they come. Who's firing out there looking for the lead. Outline Flight is looking for the pocket. Big Candy provides that they're in third, and the trailer is Whiskey K as they move on the turn of straight up into the backstretch. And the leader is a Corey Sealster and David Ward out there by a length and a quarter. Is the Outline Flight who's there in second, facing third, Big Candy, and the trailer Whiskey K as they continue by the opening fraction after out there being led by Corey Sealster. Corey Sealster, the old 10-year-old, gets them there in 31-4. Corey Sealster with the lead. In their second is the Town Line Flight, taking third. It's Big Candy and Whiskey K, still the trailer. As they roll off the turn and travel in front of the leader. It's still Corey Sealster now by almost 2. Town Line Flight there in second. Big Candy in third with Whiskey K. They travel down here to the halfway mile marker. They're still being led by Corey Sealster. He's looking for his 44th career win. That happened 102. Pacing up and around the turn towards Sealster, trying to make that free pole a winning one. They're in second. Town Line Flight to the outside with K in third, and the trailer is Big Candy as they continue on the 3/4 and with the lead is Corey Sealster. David Ward flips the switch and the lead gets bigger as they go by 3/4. Corey Sealster gets them there at 132, hitting around the final turn, and Corey Sealster starts to pour it on. Further back in second, Town Line Flight outside for Whiskey K. Big Candy racing room. They're at the top of the track. It's all Corey Sealster. Corey Sealster, ultra impressive today. Corey Sealster in a row. Pretty close for second, time of mile 59-2.
Boy.
They was a walking early. 31-4, 102, 132, 159-2.
Classy old horse like that gets a comfortable lead, and I mean, did just what David Ward wanted. As soon as he turned him loose a little bit, he was on top by 10 in no time.
Yeah. I believe Town Line Flight held on for second. Big Candy was third. Whiskey K finished fourth. So 11 down, 2 to go. A 3-year-old filly pace, third division, another division of the Signature Series pace. Leading driver today, Austin Hanners with 3 driving wins. I don't know if that's David Ward's second today.
He might have kind of a tough decision when it gets to that Signature Series final, because he won with Universal last night in the Signature Series there at Van Wert by about 15 lengths. So he's got his choice of at least a couple.
A lot of times you get to Delaware, they'll put up the David Millers, Trace Tedricks, things like that. You see that at times. I mean, I'm sure David will get his choice. They'll romp over that track, but it'll be a long shot come in there and get you, because guy like a Turig Sealster could very well draw 7 or 8. And it's very tough at Delaware when you're out there when everything's so competitive.
Yep. Yep, that track is more of an equalizer over there with the bank turns. I mean, the speed help. I mean, it is speed favoring, but I mean, you can pass horses over there too if things get a little crazy early.
Yeah.
And they do sometimes over there. A lot of those guys want the front.
Paid a price to get there.
Yeah.
There, the wind kicked up, a nice cool wind out of the north.
I go from sweating to putting my jacket back on almost.
Exactly.
Big Candy was third with BK 4, Ford still to the winner. Now 9 second, 3, 4, 1, 2, 31 Ford, 132, 159, you bet.
Yeah. Got home pretty good, didn't they? Yeah, I got 159 I like it.
Binary we have set with the judges stand, rating 1 through 10. Rating 1 through 10, check for the available here in the judges stand. Moving on to the 12th race.
So many of the fairs now going with a fly sheet with the advertisement on instead of the old cooler, you know. They don't use the cooler much anymore. They put a fly sheet on them. Used to walk a horse for a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour till they what they called watered out, cooled out. It all changes.
Yep.
So many of these horses they'll race. For instance, I'll use this in at 3 o'clock. Turig Sealster. He could be in the trailer at 3:30 to 3:40, headed back to Sydney, Ohio. It's all changed.
Yeah, we always used to try and walk them for about at least an hour. Sometimes, depending on whenever they quit drinking.
So it's on to race 12, third division, 3-year-old filly pace. Fuel to 5. We'll be back to take a look at the 3-year-old fillies right after this.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our popular stallions, including new trotting sire Play Tricks on Me. Cool Winds also stands proven sire Mr. Apples in the great state of Ohio. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to Some Beach Somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 15th.
Hot summer fun!
Sun's out, guns out, hot summer fun.
Hot summer fun. Hot summer fun.
Looking at the USTA webpage, Wauseon, Ohio, 11:30 post time Saturday, 10 races at Wauseon.
Only 10, huh?
Only
Saturday?
10. Got a signature series pace. JK's Champ headlines that, it looks like. So we're on to the 12th. Third division, 3-year-old fillies for $4,225. One Jubilant, Pierce Henry, Catherine Smith. Glen Allen, Virginia owns. Pat Karcher trains. It's the Bay filly by Lost for Words out of the Ponder mare, Julie Lou. Winner once. And 13 starts. Second 2/3, 8,201 and 1 at Bowling Green. Jeff Nysonger, the 2 Ella Boo. Adam Short owns and trains. This is the Bay Filly by Nob Hill High out of the Riverboat King mare. Princess Baby Ella, 5 times a winner, 6 seconds, 4 thirds, 30,877, 53 and 4 at Sauda Downs, 45 lifetime for Ella Boo. 3 Bay City Babe, Doc Holliday for Brian Georges. Kent Walker, New Vienna, Ohio owns this Bay Filly by Nob Hill High out of the Yankee Cruiser mare. She Shall Cruise. 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3 thirds, 22,000 this season, 29 last year, 51, 166 lifetime. Took a mark last year as a 2-year-old, 56 and 3 at Sauda. This year, few starts back, 58 and 4 at Chillicothe. 4, Lucky Nugget, Jacob Baird for Robert Brooks. 3 Old Bay Filly by the Panda Rosa out of the Red River Hanover mare. Neracourt, Curtis Schaup of Attica owns, 9 starts, 2 thirds, had 2 wins last year, 12,000 lifetime. A winner is a 2-year-old, 202 and 4, Tiffin. 5, She's a Ball of Terror, David Ward for Deborah Swartz, Bradley Delaney Wilmington. 3 Bay Philip Western Terror out of the Presidential Ball mare. She's a Ball. Winner twice this year, 23,054 at Sauda the 5. She's a Ball of Terror.
And they would make a lot of money. They own the trail. They own the property. That's when they
4 Lucky Nugget, Jacob Baird. And the 5, She's a Ball of Terror, David Ward. And the 28, that's the video for race number 12, no change, here at 12.
It's 3:41. It's going to be tough to get 13 in 3 hours, but we're going to be close. That final one to go off about a little after 4, so we're rolling right along today. Sun's back out now. Go figure.
Yep, I think this is the last of the open grandstands for the year. I know it is for me. I don't know what else there is.
You're right. We'll go to. We'll be together at Wauseon. You at Richwood at all?
I am. Are they open grandstand down there?
No.
Okay.
It'll be
I'm going
it's
Monday
the old
to
wooden
Richwood.
grandstand. You're going Monday to Richwood.
Mm-hmm.
No Sunday? Where are you at Sunday?
I think I have Sunday off somehow.
Monday to Richwood. And then back Tuesday to Wauseon.
Yep.
Yeah, last year, my first trip to Wauseon, I really enjoyed that. It was a great fair right up there by the turnpike, right?
Yeah, yep. Usually get a little bit of a breeze through that grandstand there, so hopefully it's supposed to get real hot.
And they'll have a nice crowd. I was very impressed last year.
Yep, one of the counties that still shuts down the schools so the kids can participate in 4-H and things like that, which is nice.
And then it's Montpelier, maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday the following week, I believe. For my schedule anyhow, and I think you'll be there. Upper Sandusky's in there. Kenton's in there. You'll probably be at Kenton.
Yep, I'm in the midst of like a 14 out of 15 day stretch or something like that. So.
Ended at Lancaster. I'll be calling the races at the Fairfield County Fair in Lancaster, looking for that.
Oh, will you?
This year, replacing the late Chris Patterson, who had been there for many years.
Beautiful place down there.
They say you never know what you're going to get. It could be very cold, or you could have gloves and earmuffs on, they tell me, at Lancaster in mid-October. Here's Ayers Ratcliffe for the 12th.
Is all pretty much goes down, but it takes into the back track. second, in there second is Dave, City Dave. It's a Jubilant who is there in third. Moving up on the outside now, she's a ball of terror, and the trailer is Lucky Nugget. As they will break away and drive down here to the halfway mile mark of the race, Ella Food with the lead. In their second, Dave, City Dave on the outside, she's a ball of terror. Then at the rail is Jubilant, outside the trailing Lucky Nugget. They move on by the half. And the leader is still Ella Food with 102 and 1. In their second, Dave, City Dave on the outside, she's a ball of terror. Also trying to move up is Lucky Nugget with Jubilant. They're into the back stretch and moving into three-quarters. Ella Food, that lead is cut to 3 parts of the lane. She's a ball of terror, trying to bear down on the leader. Dave, City Dave is there in third, Jubilant in fourth with Lucky Nugget. Moving by the 3/4 mile mark, race in 132 and 1. Ella Food trying to see it through on the outside second. She's a ball of terror. It's the race in Dave, City Dave. They're at the top of the lane and they're on their way home. Ella Food on the outside. She's a ball of terror. Second early rider, Dave, City Dave. She's a ball of terror. Get there in time. Ella Food second, Dave, City Dave in third. 2-1 and 3.
It was close, but she's a ball of terror. Maybe in that final stride got Ella Boo.
I thought we're at a tough angle here to stay out of the photo finishes way, but it looked like maybe Dave Ward again. And I don't know if there's anybody at the fairs that has a hotter hands than him now.
No, right now. I was thinking of that when the race is going on. Jeff, our leading driver, he had 7 wins. He led all drivers at Greenville, but he had his wins on a Friday and a Sunday evening. On a Wednesday or Thursday, I don't believe Jeff Neisinger won a race at Greenville, which is is unheard of. Jeff right there in the mix, but just not finding the winner's circle here lately at the county fairs. See what they call. I think Jeff is going off the track, but it was tight.
It sure was. I didn't catch who was sitting in the 2-hole trip there, but Ayers called it. That one could have. I'm looking for some daylight.
I think the 2-hole trip went to Bay City Babe and Doc Holliday, I believe.
I'm going to try something different here for this last race for the announcer audio and see if it's any better. So kind of a test for tomorrow.
Every fair is different. We just don't know what you're going to get.
Yep.
It's not like you're going to one place and hooking up for every day, 5 days. I think overall, the broadcast much better than last year. We had some bugs last year. It still probably isn't what we want, but much better than last year. I mean, there's still some of the places where you just do not have the cell coverage.
And it seems like it's the same places as last year. Yeah. Some of them we've been able to get around it, but some it's just kind of a dead spot. I kind of liken myself to like a foul-gated slow 2-year-old last year, and by year 2, if they don't show signs of improvement, it's probably time to hit the road. So hoping to do a little better this year so Steve keeps me around a little longer.
So it's on to the 13th Signature Series pace. Field of 5, Bad Secret, Big Booty Rudy, Robin's Big Boy, Ideal Destiny, and Union Station should be a good one. We'll be back for the 13th and final from the Hancock County Fair right after this.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The thrill and excitement of Grand Circuit Racing returns to the Delaware County Fairgrounds. Make your plans to attend the 78th Little Brown Jug.
You win the Little Brown Jug!
Little Brown Jug Week starts Sunday, September 17th with the 78th Little Brown Jug Thursday the 21st. Visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR for ticket information. Be there!
Well, Roger Houston says, be there. Will we be there? Yes, we will. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association once again will present the 5 Days of Delaware. A lot of interviews that week leading up to the Jug. Started on Sunday the 17th with a 1 o'clock post, Monday at 1, Tuesday at 1. Jugette Day. Post time at noon on Wednesday, 78th running of the Little Brown Jug on Thursday. Post time at noon, plenty of seats available. Call 800-DEL-FAIR, 800-DEL-FAIR. Grandstand seats, pavilion seating at the top of the stretch where you get a program, a meal, TV monitors. That's in the first turn, the Pavilion Hill at the top of the stretch. They have the top of the stretch. You can get seats there on the back stretch by the paddock. Grandstand seats are available. So if you can't be there, join us on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast. Other important dates coming up, the sale, Ohio Select Sale on the 15th on a Friday. Probably a week from Friday at the Pickaway County Agricultural Events Center in Circleville. A week from Saturday, the 9th, it's Super Night at Scioto Downs, the all-new Scioto Downs. Gorgeous grandstand, gorgeous facility at Scioto Downs. Post time at 5, $400,000 Sire Stakes final. The undercard will be 8 Consolation Championship. Topping the night off will be the Charlie Hill Trot, the Jim Ewart Pace. I'm sure Charlie May will be one of those headlining that with many others. I'm sure Charlie named the only name that I know of that has committed right now. And then Dayton Raceway at Hollywood. Gaming in Dayton right off of Needmore Road on I-75, a gorgeous facility there. They open up on Tuesday, the 26th. 4 o'clock post. They go Tuesday through Saturday till the end of December. Super Night at Dayton on the 30th of September 30th.
Here are the horses on the track for the 13th race, the 13th and final. One is Bad Secret, Hathaway Jr. Two Big Booty Rudy, Mark St. Louis Jr. 3 is Robin's Big Boy, Roy Wilson.
fair finals for $60,000 will be held at Northfield Park on Saturday, the 14th of October. The Fair Championship, Northfield Park, pretty much races year-round from January into December, definitely 4 days a week. Their days change on the time of the year. They usually have a 6 o'clock post time at Northfield Park. So we're on to the 13th. It is 3:54, 6 minutes to go. We're going to run 13 races here in about 3 hours. Great job by Ayers Ratcliffe getting them out. And big thank you to the horsemen in the barn area for getting the horses out. Matt Clark doing a little testing here, see what we can pick up. We can make the broadcast a little better with Ayers' call. What do you got up your sleeve here?
Well,
for the 13th race.
Oh, that's good. That's better. That's
second division.
My headset.
Series pace. First $2,700.
Oh, you're a genius.
Before. So when you do the 4, make your way to the top of the stretch for the 13th race. It's today's getaway pace, and here they come. They're up into pacing. I'm on the inside is Bad Secret. Big Booty Rudy on the outside in second. Third at the rail is Robin's Big Boy. Union Station trails as they move around the turn of the back stretch. Big Booty Rudy on the outside wants the lead. Bad Secret's at the rail. So the Big Booty waddles out there and wants the top. Bad Secret is there in second. It's Robin's Big Boy in third. Union Station is the fourth of the 4. So they go to the opening quarter. And the leader is Big Booty Rudy, 29 1/5. Bad Secret is there in second. Robin's Big Boy in third. Union Station trails. So St. Louis now tapping the brakes with Big Booty Rudy. There in second is still Bad Secret. Robin's Big Boy third. Union Station can see them all as they move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. The leader, Big Booty Rudy. In their second is Bad Secret. Robin's Big Boy still third with Union Station. They continue on into their payoff half, 101 The leader is Big Booty Rudy. In there to be second is Bad Secret. Then it's Robin's Big Boy and Union Station. Off the turn, they're up the backside, moving on to 3/4. And the leader, Big Booty Rudy, he now leads them by 2.5 lengths. Bad Secret is there in second. Robin's Big Boy and Union Station. They continue by 3/4. Big Booty Rudy gets them there now, 3.5 to the good in 131 1. In their second is Bad Secret. That is Robin's Big Boy and Union Station moving around the turn to the top of the stretch. And the lead is getting bigger and bigger for Big Booty Rudy. Here turns them for home. Trying to hold second is Bad Secret, but it's all Big Booty Rudy to score. Bad Secret holding second. Robin's Big Boy is third. Time of the mile, 1:59 1/5.
There you have it, 59 1 for Big Booty Rudy. Randy Smith trains Jessica and Amelia Smith of Xenia own. Mark St. Louis Jr., the 7-year-old bay go to the son of Big Bad John out of the Art Escape mare, Lima Daydreamin'. 6th of the season. $275,000 now lifetime for Big Booty Rudy. Second to 1, Bad Secret, Pat Malloy Jr. Third to 3, Robin's Big Boy, Roy Wilson. And fourth to 5, Union Station, Jacob Baird. The 4, Ideal Destiny, was scratched. 29 1/5, 101 1, 131 1, 159 1 for Big Booty Rudy as he takes the second division of the Signature Series pace.
Yeah, great job by Ayers and the horsemen. Like you said, again, that was It's a lot of horses
Yeah.
to get raced in that amount of time.
85 or so, probably.
And John. At alignment D, trained by Ernest K. by Jessica and Amelia Smith. Randy Smith is the trainer. Mark St. Louis Jr., the winning driver. Time of the mile, 1:59, 1/5. This one's sponsored by Hancock County Ag Society. This is the 27th lifetime win for Big Booty Rudy. Bad Secret was second. Big Booty Rudy, the race winner. Robbins Big Boy third. Ideal Destiny Scratch Union Station fourth. 2-1-3, scratch 4 on the bottom, 29-1.
The Stark County Fair in Canton with 7 races. And back here tomorrow evening, I'll be joining Matt Clark here at the Hancock County Fair with a 6 o'clock post. For Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger, so long from Findlay, Ohio.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Cool Winds Farm, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.